no yeah examination where sometimes they need to take inventory near check it okay so the way neighbor where do say I don't know agent na kasa no bebre so yakromfo
agent for no
bebre yakromfo
that's all yakromfo the ma wo wura no
oh sir
yakromfo the ma wo wura no.
But the question is what they are g importer no they are g importer no one fan ma ban enti raje bi akoye se wo free wo papa free fie anapa na wonye ne bone wo papa free fie anapa na wonye ne bone o na papa free kromo be numre na okita aba why do you run away ebi ana abo ebi na ehuru papa na wafa aba
Asɛm Bɛn.
Thank you.
Asɛm Bɛn.
Eti obo say na documentation no na so ye import o export o ene export no na nkoi enko
sisi am nkofo fa de manko
dia hin na ode ko.
Oh how why
no dia hin na ode ko
say na nkofo de ma free ha
na me say dia hin na ode ko ma me more figures fat and figures
okay family call
yen kwechi yen starting free 2021 to 2022
ebusafo ehayo nua 95.1 yeah
Onua ye dwene mu wo
ye deport nkomo asema okay enye mene na akwakwa hihye ho
Asɛm Bɛn Ni
wo a woni nana brompa bia enye mene na akwakwa hihye ho
Asɛm Bɛn Ni
sa unim kawosen
yes of course
unim kawosen
menim ni papa
no ye den
me de dem so batwitu
kawosen
abatwitu
Asɛm Bɛn Ni
de meti ene so besizi cars
aha
de meti ene so bebule nkrofo de meti ene se wanfa mra nye adwuma
aha
enti menim ne pa
ite ba de sana na kwafo penaku no report
yes of course
Asɛm Bɛn Ni
e ba de sana na kwafo kutatu tuo e de sika $50,000 see they go ba the bribe
Asɛm Bɛn Ni
e sama wo ko ha say no
Asɛm Bɛn Ni
now on the fact we're talking about the impact say yama export anko ne yama import ba so anso e de be bro man and now na me be ka say eso ehwan na fact and figures ni yankwa ekire since Kwame Nkrumah ne habo 1954 1962 operational yemfa ne say shedumadi asiti trupa 1970 no we've never recorded this before.
Asɛm Bɛn Ni
No dichim no Uncle Shippers Authority omo
e dey na siba me figures me ho hihye me
2021 2022 na ye
say na figures na say
1.56 million TUCs ye cut TUCs and not just say 20 equivalent unit 20 feet and keten no
20 feet container
1.56 million
okay to be say 20 feet container no yenya over 1 million containers a bag Ghana.
Exactly.
That is 2020.
No. You're free. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, they over 1 million 20 containers.
Export a koya money ya some fast walk
at the Ghana Niema at the Kwamano.
Exactly. Every fast walk.
Ebe drew Ghana ha. 2021 yeah.
Na 2023 about 2024.
I didn't see.
In 1.2 million.
Asɛm Bɛn Ni Onua
enti wa wutie no twe calculator ogitima ko Shippers Authority
hey
ko
meni wo
ko mo platform no so sesi a now dey ko search wo ho JB, you see we are in a country when a media person talks penny attack bra sesi a don't know afno tigali and we need to be citizens.
Yes, of course,
because one car at the end of the day wona buy the tax be ba go suma nko awatua eso me can ni bi no didi they don't pay the tax. You understand?
Yeah.
Now metiti kra say bi so kra this one there is alert.
Okay.
So bi kra akoye adwuma obetua charges ni ade no not the atopa I exchange.
What did they?
Atopa.
Asɛm Bɛn Ni
Almost answer we guess it.
Sex for push for quick push.
Ewo port.
Any dear, and no go for neck can no so matter. It is a we agent now. We agent now. One fire young guest now. One to me to a panel. And yeah, custom office a building in Juma. What over here about no. Okay. No, I take a ticket. Says examination. No, yeah, no, I take a ticket. You see, the danger that is coming. If we don't stop, not only the government abiding the belusu revenue, but at the end of the day, you see, any Ghana phone call the DWEN. Ama would also do monoma faho. And you have say ya, now if you occupy Togo diafa, no occupy Cote d'Ivoire, not diafa, occupy Nigeria, not diafa.
Oh, Jesus.
That is all mine on the year boka. And at the end of the day, the blame games continues. Now, backdoor protocols here making. Just for a fast track. Na ne juma nkoso. Nanka we juma nkoso no. What jiska we importa ho. Or da wonu mu what jiska wo no ho. Ade na wuntua. Mo mani nyam faso.
Ma me say we e wo Facebook. Wa More live on Facebook. What port experience biano? Just share with me. What port experience biano? Just share with me. Robert Ente, is he a kaka? Because you see, I am imagining timer. Now you're at Tamils.
Yes, of course.
No, few said Nieman Koye.
Yes, of course.
Our appointed Carl Wilson.
Yes, of course.
So, no, what's the Saturday via cast a party?
Oh, yes, of course.
Most of these flashy cars, I'm not for cars or what the Bob with the jet. I will club and don't want a crowd car. Now, come need to be $10,000-$50,000.
Yes, of course.
Near the amount of Panasa J. Now, 1 year. Asamatu. Emma, your Tataka was a sa, Tataka was a sa. No, come pay what us or sa, but no, yet to me for fro.
Yes, of course.
Emma, yet threaten us, we have a coon. Emma, Coco, yet the Coco, I the whole truck clatter.
Yes,
and the Pamoka was a report.
Yes, of course. Area can take it to be. We'll see entrance one.
Oh, no, crowd was also 10 were radio so and a Saka clatter. And yes, say, Cows and Master Tone.
Oh my God.
Just because yeah, papa. So say $50,000 every day. Now the bribe me. Other necessity card call a buy foot room.
Fantastic.
Now come say, hey, nana tikokum. Eti ya fa sesikano. Efa ko other places. Near the koko for kutuna sasa. Keta shesha sa near Ghana. Yeah, threaten my edu point to be cry. Na so offline the family e the free her.
Yes, of course. They are target obebo po obewi akas obe ye be target sisi ya.
Na ewia kete. Na koku ahido ho. Atro krata. Koku ahido ho. Atro krata. E the pam ka was a free party nim. Apam the report ho no mo.
That is it.
Wa owo any experience our port. Send me message on Facebook. Lefrau. Now, you be kaya ho. Near Batama said that or stormy port. Hey. The video here ready. I'm catch them near more. It's so annoying sometimes. How many years in he? I'm paying the late president. Oh, how many years in he? Certain or stormy ports.
Yeah.
From that time till now, and then you're worse off.
Yes, of course.
Near himself like a gun and in the bed, I'm a Sakshaya Abba. But then there, and then Coco here. And the pandemic, I was so to Ghana, dear, the dead. Unim Ghana, on to Ghana, not to Ghana, dear, the when you rahan met and tribune.
Any not dry. As a munupacha, Sabidio didn't find me. Now, JB, bribery no ninu ba kwa ne timo den a ye friend extortion ono kwa de ne timo den pa na nane ye nya no open na wehu
yeah
enti eno an say o JB ye adwuma ne wi ahia me hotel ha shia me obi aba ha o shiami wa ha shiami wo fi ho na transactions enkoso no man ni lusu
Robert Medasi here na mi twa no me pese ye kaka ye ho.
I'm really upset, and I think that I should let you know. I was waiting for the Anas video to be shown, and that confirmed the reports that I've been having all along. Officers of Customs, you are Ghanaian citizens. You have to help us to build a better Ghana. But if this is the kind of behavior, this is the kind of attitude that you have, you are not helping us in any way. Indeed, today, I came to express my disgust and my revulsion at the way some of you are helping to erode the benefits that we are making or we have to give to our people. You are in charge of revenue. Every day we hear reports about malpractices. People collecting bribes with careless abandon. People who think that they are entitled to take bribes. How can we get rid of corruption? I'm not saying that nobody should appreciate the work that you are doing. But when you make it a condition, somebody should give you some money before you perform your duties. I've known Customs for quite some time. I was Commissioner of Internal Revenue. And the Anas video confirmed the fears I've had for quite some time. Look at yourself. I want to talk very frankly to you. Somebody joins Customs, 2-3 years, the person is putting up a building. The person owns a car. In what organization will it take you 3 years to build? And it is not the exception. It is the rule. Very often, my Minister for Finance is worried about the fiscal gap that we have. And your duty is to collect, to display transparency in the way you operate. And I'm happy with the initiative that General Mode has taken. And I give him my full support. My brothers and sisters, let me be very honest with you. If it means transferring everybody, I will give him the authority to do so. If it means changing all the people in Customs, I will do so. Because we do not owe anybody anything. But I know there are good people amongst you. The good people should be influencing the bad ones. Because your reputation now has been soiled. And this is something that we have known all along. And I want to use this occasion to send a signal to your colleagues at Aflao. I'm aware of what they are doing. And very soon we'll descend on them. And then DVLA, one of these days, they will find me there.
Asɛm Bɛn Ni.
And this is a video His Excellency the late President. May his perfect soul rest in perfect peace. Ofri hanomo eno kusunye.
Yeah, osunye. Otsena ne ka mo osunye. Enya say papa ni sunye. Because JB ye kani na no ho. Wo ye papa wo mu no. Wo ma nyamso mu na. Wo ye adwuma no fenchen mo no. Ni nnua bi betumi atruku no. Ni nnua bi betumi asabotage no. Na chese wo ma nneoma nkoso. Enti enkosi dapen. Asat now me can the plane and your plane fa port na WOHO no. JB Ghana fontain ye. Say ye ma ye ni akoho na revenue generate WOHO. Ni nyina through the right channel into the coffers of a government now. I'm telling you, Ankayanye sa a pensioner sikana sa heka to say a no scat to say one anka nkobi sevu sika mo bi mfa ne nsa embom se mafebi
Asɛm Bɛn Ni.
sanka ye hwe port ni ye pa anke bobo bosia sanke ye hwe port ni ye pa anke teacher ni ntumi ntra de ni ye nka se ye ma 2 months na de aka ahyegu mene wo kasa onim se eye road and highway workers nanka eye nani 2 days ya omso munye aduma
na dey omunye no mgodi dey
and you ask yourself say eti sikana first let me feel say sikana ko but aban any management but at the end of the day bebre enunu
it is say you aduma or porter and now ko you nyema or port that's all you be man e say person mo ge bi di wachi
oh yeah now suma no
na udu on manu akote wan kona
now suma
na ge na she sa miniskirt ni bi
won say
na ho kokko no de ne nam sa
won sa ehunumobro bi na ai Barcelona nkora na ne nam Accra Mall ne kwan ho sese kana o maame no mo papa etete kwana ne wasoma nkora no ubenya se ehunumobro ni bia ma guess no wabo mo but at the end of the day me sebi nye no ne hamio JB what they shime kra ne say o man ni sike wo se ne nsaka no ne nsanka ne nam ama hodo so yelala so mi lie. This is me my problem. But yeke what is o mampani dada ka say ye wo papa no mu wom.
Yeah.
Meni wo ka say wa ye adwuma na afia so. Wo be hu say ne ham person ne ade enu na nhira wom.
Eti portfolio enam hono mo a sika uniform nsase no. Omo kwan a eda nim hono mo ade report hono mo ayesa brewanum.
Rajebi, we are prophet ana.
Me Global me say kasi e biasem so a.
Hwamensa. It is a whole day discussion. The road network road network from and to the port. I'm telling you. Me boss me say it's a whole day topic for discussion from the Tamamoto runabout Ekwa main harbor gate at saying hey from Comty 3 yay from Comty 3 ediko at saying baby I so na no lighting at this na kronfo etwetwetwa nkofo seka gigigi nkofo nyama ewo wo nsem.
In the next 5 minutes me drop videos upon videos. More Facebook. You better drop videos of port related activities. Na at time.
And yeah.
And who na ferry says sometimes you call yourself a Ghanaian. So you go port one mu bi na say wa who video ni mu a. We you go port one na wa who video ni mu a. And I will say, hey, who did some? You see, we have come to the crossroad.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. And already, bunim the air. Safo no, kwesiada. Obesha white akojina solid them.
Yes, Shirawo.
Asafu yewa.
Na kwa kwejina ho no ato Africa na fe
ne de twobi mpoa
na sofo ekobom mpaya mana no pa wi anwuma ajo
obi kura de ne tight or the back Ghana must go ne sika ni gumbe ono ne ye pon asore kura no a ene ekwaje ne tight e wo ne car boot enso no mfa kwampa so ene nye sika no. You understand? Me see in this me come no kra na magana for enya ntie say 2017 ediba security ni nti say from 2015 downward. Wow. Day out technology ni ba no na improvement so ye den na eba and the baby a won na port bia no obi hwew and so still etu be bisa say enti na nyamesuro Ghana ye nyamesuro man Ghana ye Christian whatever Ghana ye I ask myself enti ye ko wi ade na ye kwaje bribe na ye hu nyankopon ana. Ni pesuro nyame bioma ana na wonim de ya woni safo ni biti area ana woni safo ni bi ben na se bia program bi ba na ye contribution Asi wo dey wo call haba wo hwe po. Wo dey wo nya smart kra. You see, working smart at the port, the outcome is just in a two-way. Either you corrupt yourself or you give out bribe. Now, already bunim. Ye keka ko no me say importers ni bi so. Ye fandi won. Importers ni bi ye fandi won.
Omo dey.
Obeko the right you were fit forwarders wo ho. You were professional licensed fit forwarders. And so obeko due bi ase. Obeko akoshi obi wo loto kiosk bi ho. Na seresem eda na ye wo ho maami bi ni se guniti. Aden a ohwehwe Mr. Gapoa.
Mr. Gapoa.
Ohwehwe Mr. Gapoa. Na me say me kesu ya tro GPH kakraka wo gate ya no. Why ni Mr. Gapoa? O say papa bi si on the Gapoa. Wo toka na wo say wo mani scanner wo be toka ama no. Ora JB we bu na faso femfram. Eti habone ye bia follow the right channel, follow the right protocol, and nobody will dupe you.
Now, 5 minutes in a yaso. But my main dealing with this issue first.
Fantastic.
Agents, akope girls said they good port on them. And now, omo kwa koyi eniema.
Girls no mo yenta.
Na yasuma girls no mo rural offices.
No mo fast.
Na omo ekwa omo akwa koyi omo niema no. No mo agi documents na bantem.
Say omo reduce unemployment rate no. Omo nyeduma ye.
Eniema ekos wo port no mo no.
You see, tell bia wo bia, but already see sometimes you need to call a spade the spade, not a working tool. To the extent say there are some terminals to me fast yo mango no nko, but e bi die no ma ye hwan sa susu na ban sika ni titru ne yeden efa. So why? The question is why? Now brantier bobra want to me because just wakwaji bank loan and no kwaji bank loan no so e dey tell cry 33%. Busumi so wo pay cry and do babia aban wa tax no na wo say tua loan no na tese wo ye djuma ma bank no. Then at the end of the day, no, we need to say, Sika was our binding yano, and you know, say, ya. You want me to keep my mouth shut? No. I'll buy time within time to make good use of time to talk about it because time is money.
A couple more is watching us live. Lawyer, no, is it Gua, as also share live. Now, Daniel Edu, as also or share all the way from Doha, Qatar. Now, I say you are right by saying that it is annoying to be called a Ghanaian. I am ashamed and I'm not proud to be a Ghanaian. I'm not proud to be a Ghanaian. Now the truth must be told. A couple, Prince, yeah, Felix Owusu, I have Facebook most of them Emra ni Papa bi baye. After say a swear in His Excellency the late President John Evans Atamis of blessed memory. Never the cow was a Wilson.
Yeah.
None dear Juma, ya de man no shane sa e wo port one muni nane say se kofa krono ade e de friama no ne ba ye NCZ.
Yes, of course.
Or no NCZ.
Yeah.
No making sure say at the end of the day pepe ye e betimi aba. Nana ye hwe sika a uniform comfort sase. Ewo port one no sa time no e de be wuramu a na millions of dollars almost every week.
Yes, of course.
Millions of dollars every week. Now what should be millions of dollars. And now the late President Belso said, no way. On them activities across port one more.
Yeah.
But let not that money pass through the hands of one person. It should pass through the state coffers. And other car was a bit now.
Yeah.
Papa koko kakra bi koko bi sa no.
Oh, nice, fine gentleman.
Or say me, I am not corrupt and I will never be corrupt. Kwabnaneta $50,000. Dessa. And the cocoa share. And the command on the office. I said, what is the $50,000 for? Also accept this money so that I can bring my car inside.
Or the word be share token.
Token.
Yes, of course.
Token. That is the word. Token. Na bitimi nyi me car no MPA. Na wo hwe car ne bo. Na wo hwe car ye kwakọ hwia. Na hwe de we car ne sitia. Na nipa ne eltia emma wa demudia $50,000 na. You access. Now those times were 2012.
Oh yes, of course.
2012, $50,000 was a big deal.
Yeah.
Papa say wanye. Ya de fa de busia for so ni nuanom so ne party nkofo so.
Yeah. Na hene ba akokra hu ba mu. At the end of the day, onumom ne target say obo man from.
Ye tata papa yi tata papa yi. Adie sana ma pay ne atabels na ekọ ho no na Awurade Nyakopo na atabels asumbu. Let's ajate aklate wodam padi no say ansa kede fuor ma nyama besa yo. Na atabels ka abadno okodo. Almost every day there was a complaint about this man called Carl Wilson.
Yes, of course.
Because he did not accept bribe.
Yeah.
Because he did not accept that 50,000 token.
Yeah.
Back and forth. Now, anytime no man pay any atamas be friend na call castle hon be biano. Na kwale nya tumi foforo.
Oh yeah.
He was so powerful.
Yeah.
Almost sizi cars ahodo ma cars do na be state property.
Yeah.
Cars do na be omaja pade. Because those cars were stolen cars. The before say be rust system ni mu na fast system ni mu ana abroche for them who say car ye wia enfa na ya track akokodu ye de be do Ghana ha no mu say no na de no kra na ache so mo ye free port awie.
Yes,
and once it is cleared from port you cannot trade it again. Then you say that be any efa kofo panaso
But when you open no.
Yeah, the dibu say we are kete. Kokwa he the whole wrote a letter, a sack letter. Edema Wilson. Say Wilson vacate from your position. For your own good.
Yeah.
For your own good and for your life. Now how can somebody be serving his country and be threatened of his life?
Yes, of course.
How? Aleta me JB meti anu se na me ye adwuma na me se be de no kra na de ye adwuma na me sa susuro me nkwa how
yeah,
how does it work?
But you know akweye sense and trade juma JB, when you know the ethics of the game you play called media na me so say won suro ne wo ye because you follow the ethics of the game. Etutu mi say na ora ka Wilson so no ni kuku ye dru se wonim ne fapem wonim ne wo ye.
He is somebody who was trained in Canada.
Yes, of course.
He stayed in Canada for so many years.
Yes, of course.
Atamas na na friend say mba no meye dwuma no.
Yes, of course.
Because he has a positive mentality.
Eti wo wuni enti a Ghana for ewa manoni a wo mo person ba beboa.
Tama na Yesu say come dey. Na yem pekwa be faso ye nuane ne ade no. There was this man I know Ghana had no say or the fantastic program and policy at the buy. So na ka yenye ne fa ndua nuane na ka Ghana aduane emu emfa me ka story ni wi abehu ni pakro. Ye kokwasa enam se kwabna ni nya bi nti ni eja man ko ye.
Yeah.
Man free man no ko Nigeria.
Yeah.
That na Nigeria for kramo. Nigeria for kramo.
Yeah.
And na papa no de esisepa kogu akwam de man Nigeria buy men Nigeria have rice in abundance.
Exactly.
Oya Ghana ni.
Yeah.
Oya Ghana ni. Ghana for kwa Britannia manonia they excel. They are fantastic people. but when you do the chrome one,
JB Ghana for nyakwa for sao. And yes, Ghana for don't know what is called investment. They know, but Obaba investing on one chrome. Omani mamu Ghana. You look at the attacks that he is going to face. Yeah, mami penimu bi pa wakoda womu for 27 years. Wako brea tete ni more mu asam mfifre. Suno mu awomu no sam mfifre. No di ni nyoma bedu haba okwabra ne se maje. Oje ne senya we na mepe. And no baby say why? Why? No, why? And you want us to keep quiet? No.
In the next 5 minutes, oh dear, but pot won't anchor more tougher.
Good.
For mammy, I mean, break him. Me go break it bar. Medical drop video now, some Kasabi.
Exactly.
Into the Moncomo. What is the state of the port right now?
Bakusu chamin sunumu.
Catch them.
Projector. Ya. Anka ye mana ye dwuma ene ya ankoma ne nyamfaso Bonkra de me se enye wade foforo Bonkra in port enye wade foforo
ada ne bosumesi ono no
enye wade foforo anka Bonkra ye dwuma and you see they will give you an excuse to say agric sector ne man shedam koye na den nyoma no kura de hin na wode ko de hin na de ba but at the end of the day nke de dwuma be bro man ora JB wo fa kon terminal bi si wo
yeah
Ghana fontie mi ye unity terminal me Chelsea car o man no say ye e de ye sa project na si wo na besi ne container ba kokora wura hoda unity terminal esi ho ena epro esi ho ena dan no esai na ne yaw kesi pa e wo mu ne se da bia ye madumefo akokonwen unity terminal yes of course esi kpon ha ya na wo kan road network na twimadwen ko ho every main port e de ko ho se nye poor road condition na and catch 15 to 20 minutes you should get to unity terminal.
Mami try me kumra. Me best see ya.
In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
Anokwa ejam fama boma kokoto ada ho eti enei exchange rate no ena Dr. Baumia ne MPP ada pedia na December bosume ekọ na wie ye 2016 no na sika wohia de $1 ba ko ye 4 Ghana cedis enei wohia cedis mako dunsia ansa na $1 ba ko esa ne cedi na hoden a aba fomunti enyuma bebre gugu dodo no so ahwe sika botina wade ye adwuma enye nkrofo we na ka yeti sika so na nso ekom de yen
yeti sika so o ma enyo hia mai nnam amamu a enkoyi enti ekom de yen
Ghana fo ebro esane se adechie bia yeto nuema buomu sa hochei ewo ho eda ne ho adi yaskra yemrenenie so abama John Mahama ne NDC.
Meet Kwame, a hard-working taxi driver trying to build his savings. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I want to invest my money, but I don't know where to start. Blue Financial Services Ghana Limited is licensed and regulated by the Bank of Ghana and has been providing sound financial services for over 12 years. With the investment box account, you can invest with as little as 100 Ghana cedis and earn an interest of 25% per annum. And with the investment plus account, starting from 5,000 Ghana cedis, you can earn an interest of 32% per annum. Your money is safe with them.
This sounds too good to be true. What are the requirements?
All you need is one passport-sized picture, your Ghana card, and an application form. Visit their office at Mati House, Ringway Estates, Osu, Accra, or call them on 0303-968-196. WhatsApp them on 0501-609-958.
Every step with me. Trust in Blue. I'm so
sick of Moreau. Start investing today with Blue Financial Services Ghana Limited.
Dr. Baumia once said,
the economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. This is the economy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
The unemployment rate, which stood at just 8% in 2016, has hit an all-time high of 15%. The latest 2024 Afrobarometer indicates that unemployment is the biggest problem facing the nation. You trust this liar at your own peril. Vote John Dramani Mahama for president. Trustworthy, honest, and reliable. Vote for change. Choose the umbrella. Vote John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
Hello, Ovia. You're from Felicia. Say, find us in our class prefect. Me na me mid-morning show host of a Juma on Onua 95.1 FM. Juma dia
Master Kofi Juma. Etimi eton Aboso Glass Factory. Condemn. Edemawo. Hey. No, sometimes if you're not careful, you just give up. But one thing that re-energizes me is the fact that there is a song called Arise Ghana Youth for your country, because the nation demands your devotion. That is the only thing that re-energizes me. Na kete sadia. Na kebi ye no bida ke bu. Hey.
Hey. Asɛm Bɛn Ni.
Live on Facebook, Onua 95.1. Yemedi and Kobo. Yedi and Kobo in the next 20 minutes. Now for you, we are. You were other interesting medical catcher and my guest the Yamiasa. Seme bubo bano every Yamia. Hey! Oh gosh. Nah.
Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite
Omaya otimwa pa no bo eden echo minimum wage. Sika ye twa to no mo da cross ye fantua oka 18 Ghana cedis. And a pa no bo ba ko ye say. Pa no bo ba ko opa pa no papa dia 25 cedis 30 Ghana. 25 cedis 30 Ghana pa no na benya ton wedi. Minimum wage so also wo ye adwuma. Na say yes yentua wo kakra. Yentua wo kakra da ye 18 Ghana cedis. Omaya timu a pa no boarding. Aja minimum wage. Obebo bra ben. Brother na bebo. Asɛm Bɛn Ni. What your man minimum wage 18 Ghana cedis. Na your 14 Ghana cedis ya to your tomb. E pay for kwatena se asi gonwa age per diem age allowance akotu mo the 14 is the aka ho. Ya tumu wi ya kodu 18 Ghana cedis. Eto pa no bo e de chen o minimum wage. Na bebo bra. Asɛm Bɛn Ni. O bebo bra. Oya baburu na South Ghana na sa oya dwuma me yeltu aka 18 Ghana cedis da kura na bebo bra. Hey, maburu mo ka mo no tumo. Never keep quiet. Because the only thing that re-energizes me, like I said to you, is the fact that there is a patriotic song called Arise, Ghana, Youth, for your country, not for any political party. Asɛm Bɛn Ni. Not for any political party. Because the country called Ghana, the country called Ghana demands your devotion. Mapon. Asɛm Bɛn Ni. Mapon.
The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let right to uphold her and make her great and strong. We are all in.
Omaya utimu amese o minimum wage 18 Ghana cedis. Etimi to pa no po ni. Pa no boy say. 30 Ghana opepa no papa dia 25 Ghana 30 Ghana. Na so ya so bebo bra. Abusafo.
Na JB.
Me yapon.
Treasury bill no won't baby akodu.
Oh.
29%.
Na no dey cry you so na dey.
Since aban say why exceeding the target. Just so raise it 29%. Eti on faswa ubenya na we.
Yeah. Abusafo mo Facebook. Sisia ni ohu bia na ode ato hono mo Facebook sisia ni obehu bia na waka de ato hono mo live on Facebook on the 95 make sure I told you something say and then was surprises the man it's Facebook are you ready ni obehu bia to hono mo ni obehu bia to Facebook Onua 95.1 live on Facebook ni obehu bia to Mekase mapon amose monti ase. Mapon. Ejuma ru anakasa ba ne de anaba. Ose. That's be afro.
I don't be in the phone.
That's what you bro. That's why you phone me. That's also why you phone me.
God is protected.
There no kwaba.
Ejo Subidia.
Asɛm Bɛn Ni.
Bibi akoko.
Who e betene?
Oni penny beko.
O da bia we so we die. O we die. O we die man na be hihye o. O we die be hihye wa. Afi ojo ho enje.
Penny there you would try.
O de ma kere papa. O na sheda.
Yes, o yiro nsemu so yen wan abeti.
Na den. O betene o dia.
That's a fine.
Oh, Ghana ho adwendwen o, ewo ebetene. Ghana ho adwendwen. So this is what we are talking about.
They're here.
Ghana sensem ya.
Aboso glass factory.
Aboso glass factory is so panane ne Nasser Amaton wedi. Amaton ne condemn.
I'm the man why.
Aboso mo de ma yi. Gihok, almost Gihok for no Montone condemn. Describe less than I'm condemn.
We have found the truck and go.
About the glass factory, your videos, no pictures. So
we
haven't even done that yet.
Yeah, sure.
We did it some time back, and myself, the chief executive producer, and GH Boy, and the rest of the team. I think, sir, you call one of your call, and there be tie factor and the police in the guy shed them out. Or yeah, the only answer we say be paid. Yeah, and yeah. Unfortunately, also it was 21st century.
Yes,
but it was 16th century leaders.
Yeah, well, Atetekwa leaders.
Yeah, it was 16th century leaders governing
21st century. Gen Zs.
You see, so. Any time
Jadwene we chire over 20 years 200 years
any time obe hu say you see every dispensation requires a disposal of certain leaders and appraisal of certain leaders. So for example, when you go to America and by chance you become Donald Trump today, what must you do? You must understand that rules of engagement.
Yeah.
And Africa, to Ghana, no, it doesn't sit with America, even though there are blacks over there. I habit me you be imagine got Tanwa
so not day.
Now you catch us all Johnson, Yarenti, Jadman Johnson because Papa Penimuna or Johnson or Kwanwa Mudin at them, Ebio or Johnson Yari. But don't forget America, so go forward Johnson Yari. But on Jack, when you be managers,
David, or more than that.
A orientation.
Yeah.
The African leader, Titruyenye leaders, no. Women name the importance of. I want to choose a very decorous word. They don't know the importance of a human being. Let me put it this way. Colonialism. Ebaye. Neo-colonialism also came.
Yeah.
Adia bakwa when they say Abrafon sat down, did their calculations, and they left us with food deficit, energy deficit, and then industrial deficit, that is manufacturing deficit.
Yeah.
These are the three things hamper the development of Africa. So, as I said, we a BBD president, what we trust now who said no. Adia Timima. A human being can become a human being.
It's a nipa.
But any clothing, it's a lie.
No.
It's not clothing. Adia many nipa, any car, any shelter. We share the 5 dear baby friends say Maslow's
Maslow's theory of needs.
Then forget it.
Yeah.
The most important need of every human being, every living organism, is food.
Ediane.
You feed your tummy, you feed your brain, you feed your emotions, you feed your skills, you feed your hands.
No.
So anytime your tummy is only filled with food and your brain has not eaten, you will fail as a human being.
Yes, of course.
So what you did me now we yema.
Udi wanum
na wadwene no ndidi
na wadwene ne di ya
Allah Captain Smart. You see, and this is the African leader for you.
Yeah.
Enti broni ne tena se no who said no. Look, I mean, check this. Just 1955. Before the Rome Treaty, Europe could sign it, you know.
Yeah.
Now Africa defeated the whole of Europe.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Then
they sat down and said that no, we have food crisis.
Yeah.
What is food crisis? We are getting food from Africa.
Yeah.
One bag Ghana be fair, bro. One bag Ghana be fair, bayre. One bag Ghana be fair, body. And they are there at the court. But they sat down and said, no. We have food crisis. What if one day these guys decide that they are not going to give us food? We can feed ourselves.
Yeah.
So what we have to do, number one, let's get our own food. And then they said that, okay, Mumra, Wobra. When you say, who do you apple? Who do you say? Who you say? Who you say? Paddy's here, dear bro, baby. Oma dia banch, oma dia board. I mean, almost started to be a one case ombedi.
Yeah.
So Europe became self-sufficient, minus Africa. Before 1955, Europe was not sufficient without Africa.
Yes.
But this time round, they became sufficient. Not thinking about Africa anymore.
They do not care about you.
So what they did was that Africa ebrono, Emma udi ebroa, ye corn, ye maize.
Yeah.
One say a dark eye.
Yeah.
One more yellowish eye.
Yeah.
It's a ye brono, our maize, and when it gets into your muscles,
yeah.
And about who you day,
yeah.
Your yam no is full of fiber. And the time I want check it, I brought you to make your feed Jamaica, your friend say,
December. Yeah.
One more shot the Kunama branch and who you didn't they realize that a yam puna.
Yeah.
They realize puna. Because also on pay the Bia when assassin so to me to buy no pay we no pay
January to December.
Yes, and fan hope buy it.
He's okay.
So they realize that no, these guys we have to weaken them. What can we do? We have to change their taste. That is why I'm very mindful of taste.
Yeah.
So they took our cheke and gave you rice water. Asɛm Bɛn Ni. Huh? They took some of them account.
Yes, of course. By that, direct.
Yeah. They took that one and they gave you Pringles. They took that one and gave you that one. They took our white maize and gave you yellow maize, yellow corn. That's how they called it. Yeah. They took our smoked fish, dry fish, and gave you canned fish. Asɛm Bɛn Ni. What I say? So when they realized that they went to create something in the Bible. Obruman Kuma, Osono, any other pigeon. When they realized we have these three people, they also went into the Bible and created Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They also created that for us. So when you sit down carefully, you can tell that the African leader is deficient of proper thinking.
Yeah.
After food deficit, they realized that no. What do we have to do? Let's give them energy deficit. So, watch this. Right after Kwame Nkrumah si akoso modam pepepe, then they started hitting the man. Asɛm Bɛn Ni. And then they took him out of office because you need energy.
Yes, of course.
To power your economy.
Yeah.
You need energy to do this. That is why sometimes when you talk about Mahama,
okay.
But when you talk about Mahama, people don't understand. One person single-handedly, what did he do? He sent several your friends say,
power badges.
But what happened? We just cancelled it because of political expediency.
Yeah.
We should have, as people, sat down properly. Go into it. Adiano, okay, we're signed 30, we're signed 100. Maybe we don't need 100, we need 40. So why don't we do away with 60 and keep the 40?
Yeah.
Even the 40 that we need, let's go into it. If there are other lines and records of corruption and whatever, let's re-bargain.
Yeah.
Let's re-engineer the faculties of those contracts.
Yeah.
They call. Yeah. To Kwame Nkrumah straight up. To Kwame Nkrumah pepe. And you start Africa, Titru Ghana. You start to see a energy crisis. Asɛm Bɛn Ni. Obiana Vaco eye Juma. Later they came to tell us that Vaco consumed too much. And to say Ngu Valqua. Yentimi Makoso Modam and then bam, we are dead and gone. Then they left you with a manufacturing deficit. They said that, mo dear, as a black man, don't worry. But Bibini did Jerry. Policy. Asɛm Bɛn Ni. Yen the Bibi Abeba. It's what one year the sound system abroad. Na Kwame Nkrumah sang you near Gunu. What was any abroad TV? Kwame Nkrumah president near Gunu. What was any abroad pens and crayons? Wabra, it be what one year abroad matches. Now, Yakato say a Kede match factory, Guno.
What one year abroad tie?
Ya bro tie. They catch us a tie.
Bossa tie. Yes, you know.
So they left us with manufacturing deficit. And instead of us as people to sit down and realize the end result of these things, as people we failed to. And then that's it. That's the end of Africa. And let me sit here and say this on record. Look, if we are not careful the next 10 years ahead of us, we will not have anything in Africa. It will be on paper. This will just exist on paper. Africa will just exist on paper. Because watch this. Say our cocoa, because of galamsey, metals, our cocoa. So Europe are refusing Ghana cocoa.
Yes.
So we cannot boast
cocoa. If you kwadu.
So cocoa and kwadu bayren banchin. So you
bayren no.
You become an import dependent.
Oh yes.
Instead of export dependent.
Yes.
So you can export because cocoa no cry a cash crop no. So what they did was that look, they collapsed the peasant farming thing. And let me sit here and say this. In that your friend said commercial farming.
Yeah.
And you're African. Let me explain this. A lot of people don't understand. When we talk about farming, people think that we should go into large-scale farming. As soon as you have large-scale farming, a lot of people will be rendered hopeless and useless. So, in farming is in about 6 stages. Okay. You have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, stage 6, and 7. So, here in Ghana, we belong to stage 1 to stage 5.
Okay.
It's a yadentemo. Okay. One yen sir. Now man who so pa. Now ko sinchem. Now akwaji sinchem asase nyina dia ma JB nko nti JB e wo beye 17,000 hectares, 1 million hectares. JB nko wo fidi akase odua. Yen ayaka ye peasant farmers e hodi na no. We become his workers. We lose our originality.
Okay.
And when you come to Ghana, we have a food basket that is filled by all the peasant farmers. It's a basket this work to say India. I'll come to the India factor.
Yeah.
GH boy, Odia 2 acres. Me bra peniya wabe. Boss mpacha odin to say. Mustafa Abubakar. Odia 5 acres.
Yeah.
Who do 3? Mimi do 1. Demaris do 2. Where do 3? Where do 4? Where do 6? It's yetetia. Basket this work. Now the wood yakotum. No way did it Enti one person be dua bebre wo ho ne basket be yema no yeso de nipa bebre be dua yeso basket be yema ne enya duane edi so eni kwan say ye gu no enti wo mo je sa ne ma ni nyina fi yensem asende nie wo mo je sa peasant attitude ye ma me nka se moncho ye mimi sa no me na ba ma me nkoko we bia wo ante na kurase
o me tire kurase pa
ye ma akoko bia na ho na de odi ato odi ni
ye tumi kwa de ade watade a opeshe pa na ya tibia acheche akoko ne nan
me color ye red
ni atibia acheche akoko ne nan
me color ye red Anita na ye man blue me wofa afroba kwame na no so no de ye se yellow se den bia eti ye mo akoko na de akeka na motuam enti wo akoko ne enti wo nyini no na wo akoko no so nyini na akoko na to eti obia ye peasant poultry farmer
otoso ani asan de kala na ma no
exactly obia peasant what they talk about peasant poultry eti say ye wo 7 million households and the work Ghana assuming say it was 7 million households. Now say emu 3 million ebe ye peasant poultry farmers are. You reducing your poultry intake by how many percent? You understand? I have a policy that I've written here. I don't want to go into something. Look, peasant poultry farming, me say ye unya banya or unyansa. Don't just sit on TV and radio and announce that I am going to cut our poultry import by 40%. You don't think. You are not a thinker. Those people, they find another beautiful way for you to go back and import rather more.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Okay, so number one. Abayin sheda nko mpem kokoma. 4 million pieces. 4 million. They identify farmers, depending on the size of your farm. akokɔ na yenye na yefrɛ ni fie akokɔ no
yes of
course yemfa no ntubuom onenam but the fie akokɔ ne nam adache potri akokɔ
and so no boy you
so very good akokɔ no yemfa ne ma eye farmer no it is say bia wo cocoa farm 10 acres
yeah
yema nkokɔ between 100 and 1000 to omugu cocoa food Asɛm Bɛn Ni snakes wo ho obechi biawe ebi beka cause you susu no be sori anopa na snake abamini wo kosua
na nkokɔ no so eteto so entate wo cocoa na se
eti kontombre wo ho bancha haban wo ho bɔdeɛ ɛwɔ hɔ ɛnwo agya nan wɔ hɔ ɔno ankasa kokɔ no agya nan enwura nketenkete
fertilizer
sonsono fertilizer na ɔsosɔ de saa na ɔde anyine sɛ aban ɛde saa nkokɔ ne ba na sɛ woyɛ farmer na wogi 200 aban ma wo mu 10% to 20
yes of course
na aban mɛfa 180 na aka no nkɔ enti sɛ woyɛ farmer na wogi 1000 na aban yɛ 10% kyɛ sɛ wo 100
yeah
enti wo wafa 100
yeah
aban afa 90 peasant poultry basket no aban de 90 na kogum abubakar agi 1000 owo aban ono afa 10 100 900 no ye de kogu peasant basket dim me de 1000 aban afa 900 ye de kogu peasant basket dim eti sɛ wunya enkoko 4 million
yeah
na what the magana for 1 million enipa consume poultry wo krum han what so 1 million automatically you don't have to go and think about anything don't go and kill
and it's also going to make eggs affordable
oh boy eggs na enkoko ne beto no now we are crying let me give you a first Venezuela
yeah.
Obi ase Venezuela omo ton duro omo ye drugs nation and blah blah and then go to Venezuela and see they collect eggs from homes to feed their schools they collect eggs to feed their schools so what we have to do is that farmer no who on cocoa 1000 ebia emu 300 ye mema who on 900 omo ye ma omo nkoso na ombeto so for 10%.
That's all.
It is our one district. One district. Na so wunya farmers mako 3000. Na obia nefo depending on nefo size. That each district. And koko over 300,000 and a war district bi emu a.
Enye ne so omdi akoko funu bra mi awi.
Onua. No, but you see, that is the concept of nkoko kitinkiti.
Oh. I know the concept.
That is the concept of nkoko kitinkiti.
Let me see if I
can. Enye ne omdi akoko funu bra mi awi.
Let me teach you. Let me show you something I did. Share. Is it
JB, do we have proper managers of the economy or damagers of economy?
Share. This is what I did. National Peasant Poultry Farming Initiative, empowering Ghana's farmers and communities.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, once say you go school now for a girlfriend chick.
Yeah.
We am chick. Me chicken here.
Does this have another meaning?
My men what there. They didn't say come a chicken in say. Italians, mafias, and I did start the term chick at one girlfriends. When him didn't say, so I cook 2 kosia or basu 2 kosia and so on. So your girlfriend is like a coco, so chick. So what I am suggesting, they say, yes, Dino. Yeah, my meaning of say JB say the chicken, the captain say the chick here, the Maris, we say the chicken, we say the chicken. Yeah, you say chicken, no. I the atom man, and free ho. No, yeah, moving it from a certain level to another level that will bring glory and honor to the Ghanaian woman. Now, you the competition among schools. So you eat your chick, you show me your chick. Show me your chick. Chemo akoko. And now eat my chick. So you have a competition. Say, Ebia Bodriasi Secondary School. And a Bodriasi DC Primary. Bodriasi MA Primary. Bodriasi JSS. Mo school hoka krakani na ano. Mo won koko 30. Se mo tumo mo nkoko no ho ban. Na se nkoko no o mo anwu a. At the end of the year, you become nkoko 15 na mama machare.
Asɛm Bɛn Ni.
You are not encouraging some nkoko bebre you. But you are changing their taste to the Ghanaian taste because taste can kill you.
Yeah.
But maybe a Jane Yero Wako do about Frechi because of I see a taste. Taste the assassin.
And Grandfather no one and only be able.
No one taste the assassin. So what you have to do is to create, you see, farming.
Yeah.
If you, I have another thing I called agricultural tourism.
Yeah.
But Africa, bebrente agree kase. We see agree to be punishment.
Yeah.
It is okay won koko 4 million.
Yeah.
Okay. Now ya cherry. Now at the end of the year, you find some koko 4 million, 500,000 ewu. You nya 3 koko mako 3.5 million.
Yeah.
No, I'm so much to kusia. School feeding. Yenya kusia man kodari ni.
Omenya.
Senior high school. Yenya kusia mamuni.
Asɛm Bɛn Ni.
Venezuela dey okay na madam for be dey send me say efro or community na asket.
Asket.
Yeah.
Wuni akoko wa asketa. Wunya nipa. And look, let me tell you this. Woko India. Basmati said then rice na dia na mudi no. When him say yen sheda e man dua. And you see, you baby, we should understand peasant farming, the importance of it, and how to enlarge the frontiers of peasant farming and make it look commercial.
Yes, of course.
If you're a leader, this is what you do.
Yeah.
And we call India, almost say a man who mono. Wouldn't mean more than between 2 and 5 acres. Or Baba, who was sick as a day.
Senabe will be a benyebi.
Wouldn't mean more than that. And I wouldn't be a buyer. And we will be in 7 million women. A mama come 7 million.
Wow.
So be under 2 acres.
Onua.
Wow.
And 2 times.
Wow.
7, 14.
14.
And India, every rice cycle, they have peasant farmers contributing 14 million hectares.
A man kwa.
14 million. This is common sense. You see?
Yeah.
We are dealing kitten. Na woman I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, kitten, kakran. No woman I can see. And see, inquire so share Abubakar wife. Say, just 2 acres. Okay. 2 plus 2, say 4. 4 plus 2, you say 6. 6 plus 2, you say 8. 8 plus 2, you say 10.
Now,
so India by recruiting a mass 7 million.
Yes, of
this
course.
Type of rice. Mundia, Obia just 2 acres. So 2 times 7 is 14 million. But Uba Krobha, Ubenya Penimuno Akato say the 2 acres there, the Bendana, Ebesun. No, you don't do it that way. You do it in Kete because Africa, a peasants. And then what about the grade 2? What about grade 3? Grade 5? When you be able to do about 500 acres, 600 acres, 1,000 acres. Now, what stabilize the system? Because Ghana say you do more than 3 million acres of rice. Yeah, they are moving good street so they go west.
Asɛm Bɛn Ni.
What did I say? So we are in Keten sa air grow no na aban looking for rice bands. You know, maybe see young creative food depots in Ghana. Community depot, district depot, regional depot, national depots. 80 would we are body and we are yen tunnel there and then.
Okay.
Yen famra community no and Fanco district. Ya one near my bet me their body and natural will keep here. It will take about 2 weeks and Sabere, but people don't know. Men are not it in not the body.
Yeah.
No break nobody anymore. Yeah, I've seen one before.
80 for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Body no end by 3 days for Queman say Ndru National Depot no. Na mre.
Yeah.
Asɛm Bɛn Ni.
A peasant farming. So you do it in kitten, kakra. But as people, we are not doing that. And I say, about tractors. Let me be sincere with you. I am not against industrial farming. I am not against it. Yeah. I'm not against commercial farming. But the point is that how many farmers in Ghana to me two tractor? Debbie, how many Ghana for farmers and a what tractor? Or to be 2 tractor? And how many Ghanaian youths crying and him said you treat tractor? And how many people in this country know how to plow a land with equipment? That notwithstanding, as I said, we now we encourage it until we should stop making English compulsory in schools and make agriculture rather compulsory. I don't see why if I fail somebody's language, I can't go to the university.
But agric is a punishment in school.
So we can induct them at a tender age.
Right. I don't see why if I fail somebody's language, I can't go to senior high school. It is, excuse my French, it's stupid.
You know, there's a place.
It doesn't make sense anymore.
Libya, Tripoli. This is what they do. I'm more baby a friend of black markets.
Yeah.
Black markets, no. Abubakar, Edna Diania, wedding a day. I feel say in the next 1 week, on DBM, not on the aba. They can not the aba, not the big home. Now, what the dear, also the na can yes, and I say no. Now, what the aba, now so the big home, not captain, the aba, not the mediaba. To me, drew on one, maybe I'm a Pebubakar, dear no. Number 5 Bubakar did me fight in SS. Me find them met me a deal within 3 days or 4 days. Number 5. No Bakaso say be also permit there, no swafa. Obi and you be a sika bia. It's among them. Obeko ho be nya aduane adi. Obeko be nya aduane afa. No wakọ no wa fie wadi. Locally produced aduane.
Na yen na komukro ma wo fa no ndobwa na.
Ndobwa. You see, so when we do this as people, what we are doing is that, hey, wake up. Okay, now English is not compulsory. Agric is compulsory. It eradicates this colloquial monarchical mentality. Say, I said, when you go into farming, it's a punishment. So you have somebody, a child at age 6, 7, 8, 9. Osua agric, Osua peasant farming. It's meant channel large scale farming, peasant farming. Say Owofia, I say unya kuko baba akonye no. Owofia, I say owa kuko baba ako. Say Owofia, I say me na me won ponche 4. The first time I minya me first sika to me bottom was akoko ame na naba e de mami.
Yeah.
Baako net ewo. Eti akwada de bedru JHS 1 na onimfaso a ewo peasant farming ho. Eti ono ankasa coffee a okoka che ma say ma yendua meko ha ma kote tomatoes na oyiyi abane free mu a o mama mfa ngu sinkim na ankogu ma ho obeje tomatoes abano no de gu ba bi a ebetimi afifiri. So akwada de peasant farming be sha ase no who say it is not a punishment to become a farmer. Obedu senior high school 3 obewie SHS no won kokko be 300 obetumi aton de 20 school fees go university.
That's all.
But we are not doing these things. We want to sit down. We have all turned ourselves into tankers. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Instead of we becoming thinkers, we don't think. We are just thanking people instead of thinking. Is it not a shame with all these arable lands? All these arable lands. And we are still crying for Ukraine to bring us. Look, I was watching CNN. Now Ukraine is saying that they probably cannot trust Trump. That Trump bema or more weapons,
which he will not do.
Military accoutrements, because Trump a catch almost say, "Sa soldier for that Biden do almost call just last 4 days." When you're ready, and that ever in 20th January, now they should start packing.
They are coming back.
So, woman yes, sir. When you're America supporter, on your NATO support. When you're NATO supporter, Poland, Denmark, Belgium, Sweden, all those Scandinavian countries now, they will all back off. And Ukraine, beba contact lonely. Russia, Russia, so I am telling you.
Also, spending or investing there war again.
Ukraine is also saying that on to me export more grains because they come back, no. And they take Ghana, and they near bro. It's a crack a bro every Ukraine.
Yeah.
The last time I checked, we have spent $987 million importing a bro from Ukraine only 2024.
And also,
2024 bro now you cry every Ukraine. So we started from April 2024 till last month. Now you cry $984 million US a bro.
But then a potty farmers in Zongo.
No, what is wrong with us?
Because last 2 years, Minkrophobia ba Ghana. Na wamusio mashe ewiasi nyina. Adie ba ko mu change I invest in eye prekese. Omu rate ye na Israel and Ghana.
Prekese kra de wakwachi he.
Omo nya ne baby a say Ghana. Omo ba ye no mo san koy.
Look, let me tell you. Prekese kra de wakwachi. Yeah, nkase ye be ye prekese kra ya ton na Dr. Prekese dem no kro tifia ha. Yeah, koton.
Encho baba.
Emuwa. Look, yewo one side they abro from here, they took food from us and encouraged us to go into cash crop.
Yeah.
They took food from us, growing food, and rather encouraged us to go into cash crop. So they encourage us to do what? Cocoa. Cocoa, so one must say, don't process it and bring it. For the raw beans, the bread. When him say cocoa, and honona, fiber,
your boy, we are near 2 and actually.
Very good. Well, yeah, the cocoa no cost Switzerland. Switzerland only cocoa farm 1 acre, but Switzerland no determine cocoa price. What they qua? When we eat cocoa, say hash, say then I walk home, and one night walk cocoa beans. Only baby, only cost Switzerland. Normally cost Japan.
That's how they know. Okay, sawdust. Sawdust.
Okay.
Sawdust.
I'll make cookie utensils.
Every now to me. Sawdust. Sawdust now to
You see, so we don't have any reason to fail as people. And look, let me say this. I always say the international superpowers will not allow you to do what you have to do. No American president is willing to come and wipe Ghana president. Say, no president in UK, no prime minister in the United Kingdom would want to come to Ghana and question either Mahama or who or wherever that Adenta would do. Nobody has the time to do these things. Strategically, they see us to be fools, especially our leaders. Yeah. Because we are in 21st century and we are having 16th century leaders.
It is therefore our strong conviction, therefore, that the black is a raw material for the white man.
You see, and sometimes when I sit in the comfort of my compound, I'll ask myself several questions. Okay, Kube.
And the maybe to be 7 cities.
Good. Kube 7 cities. Kube Bako. 1 coconut.
Yeah.
7 Ghana cities.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come and kiss 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Then Kube 7 cities.
That's a transportation them on the coast.
Yeah, sure how Kube grows to become Kube. What the Kube Aba? Etoho. Na duabie frim. Na duanaso. Na what they are chef. Now we want say flowers be aba so na pai. Na dey round be aba sesa so. Sa dey round no what here what the symbol mu a. Eyeye. Enye den. Nsuo dim.
Yeah.
Be hu an say ayekese. Na nsuo akohyem. Na bibi hardened we be abeka ho. Na when you hash no ho. Na abeye kube. And then nyame ye ni sa.
Ba ko to me pie be brave.
Okay. Enti a simple policy.
Yeah.
Simple policy. Ghana ha community bia krobia ndua aya na yakoje sika se kodua ndua nyansa bia nim omo jisika na omo chedi politicians ni chedi
green Ghana
when him say wo calculate ndua yedua from Rollins time abesi there say there was 7 million trees ewen
was that
from Rollins time abesi there I say Ghana yedua ndua makoma 7 million
Galam say na say
7 million trees na sisi hin. Greater Accra 7 million trees na hin nesi. Kumasi 7 million trees no Kumasi de sisi hin. Kofodia de sisi hin. Cape Coast de sisi hin. So you need something that is visible, something that can attract. Anything that feeds, it leads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I say? Anything that feeds leads.
Yeah.
And there be a feed you no only do.
Yes, of course.
So what do you have to do number one as a leader? And they say, look. Community be our Ghana have you be and mama 500 in Kubedua.
Because you many assassin do also there.
Assassin ben
500 Kubenu yankasa kwaji assassin ba kunebia. Wefum dua 10. Abubakar efum onua 10. Mensume fum medua 10. Samia fum medua 10. You see peasant farming it's the best But we don't understand. We have sat down for these guys to deceive us to believe that without commercial farming and all this, then we can do anything.
Yeah, I make a message being show. Very interesting. By now, every one of us has seen practically that a black man cannot control themselves. Give them guns and they will kill each other. They are good for nothing but making noise, dancing, marrying many wives, and indulging in sex. Let us accept that the black man is a symbol of poverty, mental inferiority, and laziness and emotional incompetence. Therefore,
well, I am the exception. You see, so you see, I think that look, why must we import oil, cooking oil? And you know the chemicals, the number of chemicals are what they count. Oil be as I said that.
Yeah.
Oil, as I said that. It's my types of oils be who say ekumini pano, so you have vegetable oil. And also that I feel there was I say soya oil. And also that sunflower oil. And also that oil.
Coconut oil.
And something that. So the best oil in this world is coconut oil. It is the most healthiest oil in the world. And the world market is $14 trillion. Wow. The whole wide world can produce only 980 million, not even up to 1 trillion.
Yeah.
That is the global demand of
this is a 4 liter gallon. No? It's about 5 to 600
So
cities.
if you are a president in Africa, think cocoa is losing its value. All the cash crops are losing their value because Galamsey is destroying a lot of farms. There are metals in our cocoa. Coffee, we've stopped growing coffee in this country. What's other cash crop bill now? Nothing. You don't have any name.
Cashew nuts.
Oh, cashew nuts. Anyway.
Is that I say you?
I say.
Oh, well, I mean, Techima ne bono hono mo used to get there.
Oh yeah.
So we are buying a fee and cry. Echo Cape Coast. Maybe a space will be here. You have to be in some kind home from Accra, because you have a sneak. Accra, Cocofodia. Now, you establish 5 oil coconut oil plants, 5 across the country. Region 10, maybe 16 name in 10 regions. 10 biya bako.
So 20.
No. Mienubia say 10 regions. So 5.
Okay.
Na yama womo ebia targets. Na yam fa Ashanti region there no enshele go on sa me yam fa Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology sir because womo ben hoda that they can easily be corrupted. Eti Legon wo business school na wo ho no. Mo na mo hwe Ashanti region coconut oil factory so. Okay. Your friend say KNUST, Momo Shebronga Hafo, any Volta region, coconut oil factory. So, all right. University of Development Studies,
Momo UDS,
Central, any Western DNA. So when you set up factories as a leader, you don't hand it over just to people. Go and read the German Revolution, the French Revolution, and even the American Revolution. After reading this, you will know how to manage state-owned factories. You hand it over to the universities. So the Vice Chancellor of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, he's also the Deputy Board Chair of the Volta Eastern Coconut Oil Factory. So the business schools in the various universities will be there to help them manage these factories. So because it's a university, with him, I don't know our dear brother's qualification, but let me tell you, when you meet somebody with first degree, not SSNI, a show mo papa.
Yeah.
When you meet somebody with masters, nobody the first degree did not tell me.
The title no krampo for title now addressing a problem.
That is why our professors are afraid to come into politics because they know that we so therefore you use emotional intelligence and you trap them. Now the factory national sir. Enti professor be asro se na nimbe gu ase. PhD holder be asro se na nimbe gu ase. So they will team up properly, just wanting to maintain their integrity and their hard-won reputation. They will not mess up. Challenge.
You be in Asɛm.
Me da me ho aba me koba. Ye wo komo bebre edi wo ha no. Se me ba sisi a.
Asɛm Bɛn Ni. Ago Ghana for Mama Yina Hey.
Hey, Eja, Neda, someone of African in our Hassi.
Mampayi John Mahama say what the 24-hour economy.
22nd November. Get ready to party like never before. An old school night you won't forget. It's the Onua Throwback Party, bringing you the best of hip life and high life. Live band pumping out the classics. Cocktail corner to keep the drinks flowing. Barbecue and small chops to refuel the body. And live performances from the legends themselves. Kofinti, KK Fosu, Aketeche, Tiny, Joe Frazier. Where? Happening live at the Bayview Village Atomic Roundabout from 8 p.m. For tickets or table reservations, call 0243-868184 or dial *713*14# to book or pick it up at the gate for a cool 50 Ghana cedis. So get your tickets, call your friends, and let's relive the best of the old school at the Onua Throwback Party. See you on Friday, 22nd November at Bayview. The Onua Throwback Party is brought to you by Obuasi. Friday, 22nd November. Get ready to party like never before. An old school night you won't forget. It's the Onua Throwback Party, bringing you the best of hip life and high life. Live band pumping out the classics. Cocktail corner to keep the drinks flowing. Barbecue and small chops to refuel the body. And live performances from the legends themselves. Kofinti, KK Fosu, Aketeche, Tiny, Joe Frazier. Where? Happening live at the Bayview Village Atomic Roundabout from 8 p.m. For tickets or table reservations, call 0243-868184 or dial *713*14# to book or pick it up at the gate for a cool 50 Ghana cedis. So get your tickets, call your friends, and let's relive the best of the old school at the Onua Throwback Party. See you on Friday, 22nd November at Bayview. The Onua Throwback Party is brought to you by Obuasi. Friday, 22nd November. Get ready to party like never before. An old school night you won't forget. It's the Onua Throwback Party, bringing you the best of hip life and high life. Live band pumping out the classics. Cocktail corner to keep the drinks flowing. Barbecue and small chops to refuel the body. And live performances from the legends themselves. Kofinti, KK Fosu, Aketeche, Tiny, Joe Frazier. Where? Happening live at the Bayview Village Atomic Roundabout from 8 p.m. For tickets or table reservations, call 0243-868184 or dial *713*14# to book or pick it up at the gate for a cool 50 Ghana cedis. So get your tickets, call your friends, and let's relive the best of the old school at the Onua Throwback Party. See you on Friday, 22nd November at Bayview. The Onua Throwback Party is brought to you by Obuasi. Friday, 22nd November. Get ready to party like never before. An old school night you won't forget. It's the Onua Throwback Party, bringing you the best of hip life and high life. Live band pumping out the classics. Cocktail corner to keep the drinks flowing. Barbecue and small chops to refuel the body. And live performances from the legends themselves. Kofinti, KK Fosu, Aketeche, Tiny, Joe Frazier. Where? Happening live at the Bayview Village Atomic Roundabout from 8 p.m. For tickets or table reservations, call 0243-868184 or dial *713*14# to book or pick it up at the gate for a cool 50 Ghana cedis. So get your tickets, call your friends, and let's relive the best of the old school at the Onua Throwback Party. See you on Friday, 22nd November at Bayview. The Onua Throwback Party is brought to you by Obuasi. Friday, 22nd November. Get ready to party like never before. An old school night you won't forget. It's the Onua Throwback Party, bringing you the best of hip life and high life. Live band pumping out the classics. Cocktail corner to keep the drinks flowing. Barbecue and small chops to refuel the body. And live performances from the legends themselves. Kofinti, KK Fosu, Aketeche, Tiny, Joe Frazier. Where? Happening live at the Bayview Village Atomic Roundabout from 8 p.m. For tickets or table reservations, call 0243-868-184 or dial *713*14# to book or pick it up at the gate for a cool 50 Ghana cedis. So get your tickets, call your friends, and let's relive the best of the old school at the Onua Throwback Party. See you on Friday, 22nd November at Bayview. The Onua Throwback Party is brought to you by
Namiya tomorrow the 22nd of this month, November, a throwback party. Yakwaji any Nasa say our Bayview Village. Take it here 50 Ghana cedis per. Oh, and Randy Papa to go to Bakubamio. Baku tobacco 50 Ghana. It's you be a better for Bakuba. Me squad be a better do more. A mass room come up. Alright, so live on Facebook on the 95.1. Maminya messages, you know. Lawyer, oh, that be my neighbor whom yasem. But you see, Habibu is also in Cote d'Ivoire. Every government office holder has a farm, and without that, you cannot occupy a topmost position. Very interesting. Yay! Asɛm Bɛn Ni. Odi everybody. Ya mana ka hakofu. Ya ka hakofu. Everybody jakopo. Asɛm Bɛn Ni. Asɛm Bɛn Ni. All right, so my miss another surprise. Yeah. Alhaji Mustafa Abubakar, the spokesperson for on the Zongo development, Elima, the National Democratic Congress, the NDC. Didn't come on. And so now we go so your messages in live. I want you 95.1 live on Facebook. Cafe. Yeah, let's go together. Because yet you be I feel the year school and kasa. I feel the year do the university. What you say? First in class 1 and as for that. But Hatch, I will have to say Jacoba.
Mejo so
bibi aboko there.
Nyankopon ya dom ye de Nyankopon ase.
Edobade ase. So now we had the first taste of one better appreciation of a policy. A better policy. But the yanko hold mo. But yebeba na yeba be di Zongo ehun komo, and that is what I want to know.
Okay.
What is the position of John Dramani Mahama when it comes to the Zongo community? That is what I want to know. Mamintio.
Me da was Maminchia wetie for na minka say let me congratulate you for the good works that we are Ghana. And colleague captain and Rejuma for na em say obianim what the Zongo stands for about politics in Ghana. And of course, we share the development within the Zongo communities. We've been a bit backwards, 50 before even Kwame Nkrumah time, and so Esan say, we share your papa man. I say na namwa. Now I'm per se because our Western education. I mean, how do you say it? I'm per se Western education. But if you say when you Western education, you'll be driven out of what your religion. Omo Emma warning like Omo boo and I said they'll do something to you. It's a kind of a punishment. School.
Yeah.
So it took us some time and sana our parents began to realize I will say Yeko school. And that led to us and our communities going backwards. We share the northern parts of Ghana, our Zongo communities, we were a bit backwards. We share the southern sector, everything was moving forward. But then we are grateful to former President, His Excellency Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the late. Because the scholarships are that led to our people also gaining grounds to mean that we can be somebody.
Yeah.
And to share your manifesto where we intentionally brought policies for the Muslim community.
Most that at the policies. Ede gu hono ede ama the Zongo communities.
In order to bridge the gap between the northern sector and the southern sector.
And that is a social contract. Binding on you, of course, when you have the power,
of course,
and you are going to be remanded as such.
Of course,
fantastic.
2020 elections. Yes, Sanya, the same policies for the Muslim communities in our manifesto in the 2020 election. That was called the People's Manifesto.
Yes.
In fact, you call rounds, echo J or my any opinions, and the share manifesto no more. Into this time round, the same thing was done. But then, what was significant with this one? They say, Papa National Chief Imam. Any campaign for Nubi, sorry, eba President Mahama Honum, presented Muslim manifesto Edima President Mahama. Before President Mahama and China, call Vice President Honum, presented a copy of the manifesto to the Vice President. That's after they left the Vice President office, President Mahama Hall. In fact, with the two major political parties, 14-point policies were presented. 14 points. 14 policies from the National Chief Imam on behalf of the Muslim community. In fact, 105 years man rose himself and the buy office and called my office and presented manifesto and said, "This is my manifesto. I'm begging you."
Second, what's it say?
They say 105 years.
National Chief Imam.
Any him for any the other Muslim sect. Every omufie eba President Muhammad Chain and a copy of the manifesto say, "This is the Muslim manifesto. We beg you, incorporate it in your manifesto."
Hey.
And almost call Baumian chain and some mobile chain.
Oh, okay.
That same day.
I see.
Baumian also and say, "Okay, I'll incorporate it." You can Google and see. He accepted it. He said we'll incorporate it. For the MPP launched their manifesto before the end year. Manifesto MPP. When they said will be 260-page manifesto. In this whole manifesto, Adia Omo Papa, Yanata Ye Papa, Eba, Edinburgh, Wo Baumia, Oye Muslim no. You only incorporated one.
Which is?
Out of the 14 policies.
14?
Yes.
Out of 14?
Yes.
Or the Bakupe and the shame?
Bakupe or the shame.
I see. Bakuna idea here.
Idil Hada. Idil Hada. They say holidays are the Mayan before no. Idil Hada.
No.
When I began Chief Imam. Yeah, Obi Akon and Chan Okuto. Oh yeah, every antics just to get his attention. Oh no, sorry, Asu Papa. Eddie manifesto abroad say, "Yank me for ye DNA." O say Majatum, but the back on. O call anti manifesto no. One bon crowd. You didn't even mention it. What they say about me, I can't anything about Muslim Zongo way. What is your mama or spokesperson? Some mama spokesperson different.
Yes.
Did you see anybody speak on that? But also President Mahama on any manifesto, page 122, your manifesto. Well, one say Chief Imam picture and a no.
Fabra making kind. Fabra making kind.
Yes, you can change. This is where
Eddie we
resetting
Ghana. Jobs, accountability and prosperity for all.
Fantastic.
Okay. Page
left side, no. Yes.
122.
Yes.
123. Okay, my can copy page 121 answer.
Yes.
Chief Imam.
Right, we know what down, down. Yes. Okay. Empowerment of Zongo community down, right?
Empowering the Zongo communities and inner city development.
Fantastic.
Okay. It's the number 541. Educational infrastructure and support for the Islamic education. Now, because I'm into details, time.
Yes.
Number 2, economic empowerment and support for the Muslim communities.
Yeah.
Religious and culture support. Number 3, health and infrastructure development. Number 4. Now, number 5, youth development. No. Number 5.51. Okay, so the youth development ministry. Yes. So there will be a ministry for youth development.
I know a different way.
Okay.
That's that page there.
Okay, so that page we pay.
Yes. In the memo was a copy way.
Okay.
So that everything that is in this summary. Yes.
It initiates an educational infrastructure program to expand educational infrastructure in the Zongo community. That is number 1.
Yes.
Number 2, enhance and resource the Islamic education units under the GES to enable effective monitoring and recruitment of the Arabic teachers.
Fantastic.
Number 3, commence infrastructure upgrade of the Al Farouk College of Education.
Fantastic.
Facilitate accreditation of Islamic schools, such as the Institute of the Islamic Research, to support the training of more Arabic teachers.
Fantastic.
Number 5, provide scholarship to Muslim students, particularly in the field of law, medicine, engineering, and ICT.
Good.
Facilitate partnership to establish Islamic tertiary institution.
University.
We also Chief Imam Nedema John Mahama.
Of course. 14 policies. 14 policies. Ono adopted. Ono oye Christian yo. Ono wa adopted all these policies in the manifesto. Now so wa oko rounds o catch a man for say yen to abama because we are Muslimini. Na na poso akotina baby e ka say imam bia obeka say obeto aba anase obebom pa ma John Jamani ma wa committee haram. Say what is asem.
Yeah.
Now more chief imam the Muslim community among manifesto policies. Man fantum. Mo de ade ba ko pe. Then you have the guts to come and stand before the Yana in the Muslim community and say, we should vote for you, or we should bless you, or reward you. For what? For snubbing the chief imam. For snubbing the chief imam.
I see.
And me catch a young coffee and say, oh sure, you can say education has been a challenge to some of our people. Oh sure, the meaning of Boko Haram, when in Boko Haram, Nigeria, Boko Haram. You see, Boko, haram. Boko is, we don't need book. You understand the point?
You don't need book.
We don't need book. Boko book. That's a book. Book.
Yeah.
Exercise book.
Yeah.
Your friend know how someone say Boko. Yeah, chino. Chiwadie.
I see.
You understand the point? So they don't want you to go to school. And their intention is say, "Oh, be biara obeko school." No, until that's why they are kidnapping girls. They are kidnapping people, killing people. Nigeria, some part of Nigeria. I hope you understand the point because some person so that they can whitewash them with the Western education. That is the meaning of Boko Haram. Similar thing was happening in the time past in our country. Inti schools. Rollins who tried to transform the Muslim community. Inti Rollins, one of the things he did was the Islamic education unit nearby. That is why in the manifesto, we say enhance and resource the Islamic education unit.
Yeah.
You have Catholic education unit, you have Methodist education unit, you have all these various ways. Into Rollins said, no, I need to get you an Islamic education unit where we will combine both the Arabic and secular education. So that our people don't feel say Omoko school no, Omonya Arabic studies and your way. And once you know that there's Arabic part of your basic school, junior high school, secondary school, you'll be forced to send your children because the imam is now going to teach you Arabic. That's the intention. Rollins is smart and the Islamic education by 1987-88. And also to say OCC schools. I hope you get the point. Yeah. My parents then let me take my children to see because once there's Arabic in it, I hope you understand. Even if there's no Arabic, you say at least we are seeing some kind of positive intervention in the Muslim communities.
Yes.
Until President Mahama, between 2010, ABC 2016, you see 195 schools within the Muslim communities.
Interesting.
195 schools.
Yes.
195 schools.
And that's your Juma.
What is here? Yeah, posting some of the Arabic. It's a public school, but then of course your Arabic instructors were home so they learn all subjects including Arabic. 195. Aside that, no sure or say Messi schools. This is secondary schools. Baku means boarding facilities. Baku in the northern sector. Baku in the middle belt. That is Bono, Ashanti. Bono is Ahafu. And Baku in the southern sector. So far, no, your private Islamic senior high schools. This is Lebanon Islamic senior high school. Your Al Bashar. Your Tijaniya senior high schools already in existence. Enti on person because Messi Bebre. And that's I go some of the Islamic private senior high schools.
Sure.
I will buy 3 public ones, 3 big ones. Where you can say Prempe College, to say Fancy Pim, to say Presec, it's a boarding house. If you want now in your school or ABR, Northern Ghana, and as a middle, you can be sent to as a boarding student. I hope you understand the point. But then, Baba, essence also a manifesto. I can say we are going to extend the free senior high schools to what? The private schools. Into both the Islamic private schools and the non-Islamic private schools are going to benefit from free senior high school. Into a pressure now our public senior high schools, no, a form. So our children or anybody who wants to go to any of the Islamic schools, no. So when you're boarding school, no, I went to mark any other school because and also you're free senior high school, any of the private ones. I hope you understand the point.
Yes. Sure.
Into your kind of education, Asem, you can say there were only one college. In fact, the chief imam requested for about 3 colleges of education. Meanwhile, when she did not, President Mahama converted into a college of education.
Yeah,
Alpha Rook 2015.
Yeah, I know about that.
And Yababe see Yababe ma another college of education. Ewo Nima ha. Yawa Islamic Research Institute. Ewo Nima. We are going to convert it into a training college. Says I better training more Arabic teachers. Afidi what the Islamic Education Unit. That is another thing. Then another thing I can say Yababe and say Yababe ma scholarship to Yankola omoye brilliant. Now, so Omoniska, Ombetima education. So recently, I won't say President Mahama about say on scholarship.
Yes.
Your friend saying admission.
Yes.
To study medicine at the UDS.
Okay.
But then no.
Let's can
you. Into Okoboa name me ton Amada, almost to Amada plantain.
Yeah. Plantain, my friend say.
Plantain Amada no.
Oh, okay.
That's why we,
I see.
And I say a friend of Coco. How do you
Coco.
Yeah, or Bonnie Mame. Into for 2 months, into one of the media houses, I will come and say, Eddie Barbontin say, oh, girl, we say, when you admission to study medicine, but then scan you, how can we help? Into President Mama Etienne, and also friend me say, Mustafa, look out for this particular girl. Let's see what we can do. Into one of my at least we got hold of the mother, the journalist who did the story, and I can say, okay, Sadia, and yes, so better than you bet my boy.
Yeah, sure.
Then I say, I think the media house was able to raise at least 1 year. I'm going to meet you a 1 year fee tuition.
I see.
Until we had to pay for the remaining 5 years for her.
Wow.
So uncle to education. So President Mama Asia and just this Monday.
Oh,
yes, we met in Kumasi and then presented the cash to them. So
I
they
see.
can go and pay for the girl. But then Usha in the 2011-2012 year, Abra President Mama Eddie in for 250 be Echo Cuba. Okay.
Yes, Cuba. Yes.
So oh, I'm back in 2019. Out of the 250, 75 were Muslims, selected from the various Zongo communities. Selected from the various Zongo communities because the idea is say, let's get as many of our Muslim colleagues, say, by the Umboko medicine, so that when they come back, my doctors no better who call hospital because of the extremism of the religion. They prefer women doctors to look after them. So President Mama say, as many of the women to go and learn medicine.
Sure.
The men too, when they come, the men and women can be posted. You better post into the various communities, hospitals in our communities. Say Mamobi Hospital, Nima Clinic, Shukura, Manshia, and the rest, Ambaria. So that was another thing. So scholarship, you can't manifest no more. Then you say you partner with the private sector. I establish a university, a public university, but we do it with the private sector, and as a PPP. So you have another Islamic university. So you have So President Mahama has put in the manifesto, said, Chief Imam Ubisaya Medatum, we are going to give you another university.
I see.
Then, of course, you have Hajj issues. Hajj, which are under religious and cultural support. We said, we are going to make sure that you manage the Hajj issues and to reduce Hajj fares.
And it has been a challenge.
It has been a big challenge because
for so many
President Mahama
years.
Hajj, 11,900 in 2016.
11,900.
900 cities and do 12,000 crowd. In fact, almost 100 cities ever count I 12,000 or say that more beyond 500 one city and count 11,900. Or say don't even add the peswa because amount for young creme for bomb pie, and you see some of them struggle to raise these funds.
Yeah.
Until you don't put it as if you are making profit on it. No, leave it at 11,900 until Omoko. But then when we buy under the Muslim vice president, if he say wabe swear with the Quran, also wabe boy nyamaye yamaye. Then you what be pija hard first no from 11,900 to say 75,750 million.
You don't mean it.
Yes, my brother.
You don't mean
750 million for a pilgrim, a Muslim pilgrim.
75,000
Ghana cedis. And that's 75,000
from 11,900
cedis.
Okay, so due to the Russia-Ukraine war, so it would have to. If I had just said Russia-Ukraine war, I must say
Ukraine for now Moko America no. And it's also for Moko America no.
Baby out no economic fundamentals na say. Economic fundamentals.
I warped logic.
The warped logic. Economic fundamentals na say. Say Russia and Ukraine war, it has a direct impact on us. It's bre Russia and Ukraine. It's omoko no
bomb na atom no.
You won't economic fundamentals na say. It's bibi ani anamo
Okay.
So you say it me increase price na kakra. Na yet me at the match your dollar to CD rate no. Send a beya. Before the brother bet me COVID-19 ya de kra de kun ye kra che bibia. It's there be one economic fundamentals that say Russia Ukraine war no the way see ye high no. Any ye
really I say award. It's man star of the medal award. Say na man monument what TV3 ha kra ka on.
Hey COVID-19 ma ye nyina ye nwuma nyina ha say ye. Nti yetumi restore ye nyema kitten yetumi restore economy back to life. Nti say Ghana is growing. The economy is growing. Dollar na enche be ba for cities.
Jama we
enche be ba for cities. Enu ti na ma o say now happy. Ye ni komo. Makani ye ni komo.
Nti JB sha 11,900 obi a oko hajj
to 75,000 Ghana cedis.
I bet what the nkofo bako nsia and the president Mama akọ Mecca.
Wow.
And see when them they see this year. Omo amoko hajj no yet somebody quote an 6,000 to 8,000. For the first time in the history of Ghana, omo amoko hajj through the back door, omo for hajj village.
Yeah.
Close to 8,000.
Wow.
Yes, omo for through the official source. Omo for H3 and what they call Mecca.
Now quarter is 6,000.
Yes, omo to be increasing now.
Okay.
I mean from 6 to 8,000.
Between 6,000 to 8,000.
Inti omo call through the back door.
8,000.
Close 8,000. In fact, the hard watch I catch them say 6,000.
Na ye me to me.
Your friend saying some of the agents like I say, Massa, and they paid. You know how much they paid? When them scam what you are. House first almost charges 75,000. No, they paid just 35,000 to 30 to 35,000. And I'm going to call Mecca this year.
Wow.
Yes, less than half. I mean half of the price. Inti se president Mama catch will say. Obet my ye hard fare no so he knows what he's signing on because Ushek hotel rates no any bus is not here for no any flight when no tickets no there no when you calculate all of it hajj shouldn't be 75,000 but then almost the hajj year business
surprisingly na me okumase time na hajj na airbaso no
yes
a woman ran to that the crana captain
yes
a woman ran to captain
yes
well them so by will be see me so ansa na oba be hu ɛna ɔka kyerɛ no sɛ ne nua kramoni bi agye ne sika bi adi no makyɛ
yes yes
kɔpem nnɛ
yes
ɔhwɛ nipa korɔ no hu no adan yɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔtu kwan kɔ hagye kɔ mɛka ba na agya ɔno so hyɛ ne si ne bi ne ɛka sɛ ɔyɛ hagye a
yes
ɛne ne nnɛ
yes in fact almost the year business from the hard board chairman to the last person the hard board is a business venture for them nti oka sɛ ɔmo reduce hard first no they don't want to hear it but me a we hear wo share your country your neighboring countries Togo hajj first lower.
So last year omo currency ne wo form omo currency ye fanye
na o Togolese ni ana say
omo currency no wo form omo currency no omo they have not been affected by the COVID but nyabote dabi omo COVID na how
omo island on their own
General nyabote me America COVID na say
dabi Togo for omo ka we mu na
JB
yes sir
and then your friend hajj in Patriotism my hajj ye dey
a pilgrimage for any Muslim also went back to the holy land of Mecca.
Okay. Enti, as I say, we are Muslim. Adia a chato abrabuma Muslim be a condo.
Yes.
Kremoni konkron.
Every kremoni be a craving for. Say Allah through Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
Oma onyesika. No untimin ko hajj ba kope.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me tell you this. What do you say Muslim? Say oko hajj no be wo hokro pechen so be
wo. Oh yes. Good
you know.
Yes.
Ceremony ko Mecca.
Yeah.
Na owu ho a.
Ope.
Oh
yeah.
Be bia was asase obi.
That is true.
So, religiously, I don't know what come to yem.
Yes.
Religiously, it brings some honor. Say me na for kakra wo yes young boys apam secondary school Haruna nomne on papa no do mo call Mecca oba ya was secondary school your friend Alhaji
yes
oh yeah or your ba Haji
yes
yeah
you see married and nom ko ba ya from Haji by
yeah sure
eti T Ahmed secondary school they added Alhaji to their names
yes
it became their title
because someone ko Mecca ba
enti Muslim bia no Hajj hu hia no. Say we ye Christoni wo ho. Na won tiasia wadwe say why must government intervene for them to go on
and that has been a very serious challenge.
One shall want tiasia. Two things we have to do. Number one, how many Muslims that we're gonna have they can afford irrespective of how much it's going to cost. Until our Muslims be 1,000, 2,000, 4,000. Woman, say it's 50,000 Ghana cedis. They can just go walk to the bank and pull that money.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And then you have other Muslims, Sikano,
they will need the support. Yeah,
they will
sure.
need the support.
Yes.
And there are a category of Muslims, Onua ontimi nkonya. Onya bi so no wanya support.
Omo da life support.
Oni bi so kra, ono the life support.
Oh, the life support.
But sa nipa no onya obeko bi.
Oh yes.
It is a yetimi sisa sika de nipa tena plane fi ha Eco Brazil koshe baller.
Yes.
We should be, you see, governance, yes. Governance is something else. I think people should begin to think. What will happen? Then pan be say state. Have a nipa two from each region. Go there, go to the mosques.
Pray.
Look for the most
vulnerable
people. Yeah, you can identify
the most vulnerable
people. From 60 going in.
Yeah.
About for 2 from each region. 2. About 20. Okay. So 1. Yes. So before Hajj, there should be a secretariat, a fully manned, not by a Christian. I want to sound controversial.
Not by a Christian.
Not by a Muslim.
Yes. Okay.
But should be manned by a Christian who understands the importance of going on Hajj, going to Hajj.
Tubo. Yenya office. Secretariat.
Office.
Oh yeah, kind of office.
Christonina.
Christonina.
Ote Hajj ase.
Ote ase so mbe come meka.
Yes.
Ote ase.
Die
fa Christonina tena no.
Enti memfa Yakubu nkotena ho. No mfa sallallahu alaihi ndada ne nua.
James mom de na Hajj.
Memfa Yakubu nkotena ho. Memfa Abubakar nko. Per Vincent Mensa. Not ho. Or your expect.
I see. Ote ase. And every year from 1st January, we'll be at this year. Person will come make a please come and register. So the announcements are made at the various mosques across the country. Announcement in the our mosque be a Ghana hangina. Say we'll be a fee. Winya will be come make just go and write your name. Leave maybe a weird juba. Fakaho, you collected data. Say so be Hajj secretariat and say any part of those saying 8 years from Hajj, I can tell you they will not be able to tell you.
Of course.
Because they don't have a data.
Now was it last year? Last year something okay.
Yes.
Last year, they were 6,000. Between 6,000 to 8,000. Omo far back door. About 8,000, close to 8,000.
Yes.
Unim. Me am Ampenia. But the Hajj being Islamic schools are more.
Oh, of course, we discussed that.
Let's go.
Of course. That's why
you have 6,000 people
traveling $100
traveling where? 6,000 people, a few women. Ako. Hey, la ila ila. When him sika we are buying our drink 6,000 people. If government is getting just $200 from each person, from the airlines, not from the individual traveling.
Yeah, from the airlines, yeah. You negotiate with them.
Do you know how much am I? That is $1.2 million. So you don't have to. So man we best struggle, one go through pain.
But here nankaye, you be man kofu COVID-19 no.
Jama, we are agent for COVID-19.
Debbie, you have no idea.
And now Russia and Ukraine for some way.
Okay. It is what collected data in area? Let's assume so when you're 12,000 people.
Yeah.
Out of the 12,000, let's categorize them into 7. Why in a bit me a tria? Fully.
Yeah.
Why I bet me a triano? You will see.
Yeah, sure.
Government should have dedicated airlines, sir. Ebe convey women from Ghana. So it will serve as a security. We know say Ghana for a free Ghana. Echo Mekanina no. Ebia Emirates. Ethiopian Airlines.
Yeah, sure.
One of the young citizens. So we know that the citizens of Ghana Echo airline back open a dome. So we can track
every single one of them.
Every single one of them. We know our citizens.
Yeah,
we
that's
have
true.
a form of security for them.
Yes.
Emirates, okay. Say we are simple. Chartered flight into the air and say, won't you landing fee?
Yes.
Yeah, the name you know.
Oh, not day.
Emirates. because I would the Ghana Muslims.
This I think I'm about for.
I think I'm
it's April, and now in fact say April class. Emirates, because of that, January, February, March, won't your landing fee.
Okay. Who are the back?
Won't your landing fee. Now, cleaners now airport one. I am yes Ghana ye airport. Private people na money airport. I have you.
So it will be contract.
Anybody can be bribed for anything to happen to us. Say I was state cleaners and cleaning
and they are the less paid people.
80 so payments I'll be here for cleaning dear no name Sunny money forget it. 3 months. She say $1,000 about $500. Who told you a lot of people would not go? After all, the only thing they need are your tickets. Because as for the visa, there, as many as want to go, and America soon your baby out after Hajj, automatically you will leave. Anya say haram.
Yeah, sure.
Until you come back home.
I'm so pesa.
So you come back home. Until we understand say, o free hair cop Mecca. Abayan tria 1 city. Abayan just gave out some tax incentive to Emirates. Now say tickets no ever 500.
We're intervening on their behalf.
And again,
when you kakra
you don't need a Hajj village. You see, my beautiful Muslims, they deserve some dignity. We should stop treating Muslims in this country as if I say we don't respect them. Then you come and dump human beings there. Now I'm going to some years back.
Let me just come in here. Captain, once a Hajj village, no. First now a work stadium. And like he's saying, scorching sign, mosquitoes, nails, away no. Inti my woman penida that say, my NC a nice place in my eye. At least someone move free Tamale Eba no. Someone move free Upper East, Upper West Eba no. They have to be here 2-3 days ahead of time. But your Hajj rituals be obekum and send out work or through immigration or whatever. Until we do Hanuma, every agent ever on the team in the Hajj way.
It takes how long?
Oh, just 2-3 days.
For the ritual?
For the rituals.
Yeah, I mean, when I say the rituals, like they say, Obeba, because sometimes with visa and you're supposed to be here to make sure that your visa, your passport is out. Once it's out, you would have to be in the conference hall where the imams, your imams will almost teach you all the rudiments of Hajj. Say, Oko Mecca, Obeko Ha, and this is the prayer you say. Oko Ye Tawafia, that is the Kaaba, no? Circumambulating the Kaaba. This is the prayers you will say. There are various things that they will teach you there. You go through the inoculation and fever winning now. It's a temporal hub.
Okay.
Do you understand the point? But then the point is that no, the people following you to come and bid you farewell. No,
so
there are many. There are more even than how do you call it? The pilgrims themselves.
So why don't?
But the Hajj village is a comfortable place where you have your washrooms, you have the imams' rooms, you have the offices, you have the big hall, you have the mosque.
So Hajj. So why don't you also make it a hotel?
Hotel will be expensive.
No, you see, that's what I'm saying that. We are buying our home. Government. Also, President Kufuor can be buying and say if you're a government have no business doing business.
Yeah, that's true.
I buy a butter. You take it for free.
Yeah.
You use incentives to pay. Some 3 days, I didn't know, yet show the rudiments of Hajj. I didn't know. Can it be general? So that every Muslim, whether you are going or you are not going, before you even have the idea,
you should be taught. Yeah.
Yes, and you want to say in the mosques, these things are taught. But I just are sorry. See, you are sorry, and I know how.
Okay, but you're not ready.
I'm telling you. And do time I will say, sorry, say, come Mecca. That how Mkikano any DJ.
Am I ready?
I'm telling you.
So let me tell you this. So let me tell you this. So what's not playing with that?
The conference. No, they don't have beds.
Yes.
Like normal, your mats, no.
So there's nothing like privacy.
No.
There be your privacy. When I say privacy, like once a temporary place.
Let's assume that the Hajj village is this place. Yeah.
Come Mecca, passport. You are not holding your passport like come normal trip. You are not holding your passport. Your passport is with the agents and the embassy. So you are supposed to be here in advance. They say 2-3 days. And I make no. Even sometimes Omega say at least 5 days before.
I still disagree.
Captain, you can't do it because we've gone through this several times. It is say two coin, the boarding flight because we take chartered flights. We don't go with the normal flight.
Yes, that's what I said, chartered flights.
And to be frank with you, in quote, some of our people are not as, excuse me to say, as
we need traveling experience.
Fantastic. And this agent and people, no, you don't just say that, oh, Brazil, you must count them. Let the person's passport, because when the passport be a bad thing, you don't know which passport comes first. It's not like what they call American embassy. Now I can say, what they call your passport is coming the next way. It comes in bulk, like boom. Some will come today, some will not come today. So you are forced. You can be told that, oh, your own will not come. You are supposed to stay.
I still disagree.
What do the say?
I will show you why.
Yeah,
I'll tell you why.
Can
I tell you why?
Okay,
okay. Passport, together.
Yes.
Is that what you do?
Yes.
No. You should not do it like that. That's why I'm saying that. You need to have a data. Between now and time, I said some more submitted passports for visas. You collect your data. So you know, say, any part do say in a person
at least within 90 days be ahead.
You categorize them. Batch 1. It is a embassy no a release visas ne passports. The embassy is releasing batch 1.
Yeah.
Then you have batch 2. You can just take all of them. So please, embassy. Of
course.
So batch 1, 200 passports. Batch 2, 280. Batch 3, 400. Batch 5, say. Batch 6, say. You submit it to them, please. For us, because almost all Muslims,
of course,
they know how delicate the Islamic religion is. So make sure that you help us to, have a decent traveling experience for our people. When you are when you are releasing the passports, please make sure you do it according to the badges that we gave you. So batch 1, 200. You know that, oh, okay, so when do you think we can have? So we can arrange with them. They don't come crowd here in Accra, and the embassy would agree. 1, maybe 14th November. Please get ready.
Yeah.
The first batch passports will be available. Collection date and time, 14th February, 7 a.m. So that time, somebody's already at the embassy. The person collects the first batch passports. Second batch will be 18th February. Collection time, 4 p.m. Somebody is there. Third batch, this one. Fourth batch, that one. That's why I say that. They need a Christian who understands Hajj. It is a banisa. One call first batch. Wouldn't say you my passport call first batch. Maybe passport, I can second batch. So you are aware, you are in the known.
You've been informed.
When your passport has been sent, you are given a time to be in Accra.
To do what?
Once you mark 2 months with your collection. Before become Mecca, you're announcing from January, February, March. Within 2 months, you're supposed to finish paying. And let me say this to you, Captain. People pay half.
2 months.
Yes. See the Mecca no. And we do what you are doing, what you are saying. Yeah. And just say they have data of agents where they need their call. Just say Al-Balad, Ebeba, not all will come. Another agent has second. The hard board collects all and send it, but it comes like you are saying in badges. But not everybody has finished paying.
Why the agents?
No, we have agents for Hajj way.
Why?
Yeah, because they deal with the people. People, everybody wants to pay.
You see, that's
government wouldn't. Government wouldn't come in. Even though you're a Hajj board, you can pay directly to the Hajj board. But
what would be the need for the? So what is the need for the Hajj Secretariat?
Let me tell you this. I think that I still maintain my position. They need somebody
who is a Christian,
and
understands
Hajj. There are Muslims who are efficient.
Okay,
and can be able to do this.
Let's get a Muslim. Or you're efficient to say they're okay. Agent Mayor. If you are to use 2 months to pay, that's too harsh.
By now, there should be a conscious effort.
African economy. No, that's why I'm saying that. Saying him said every year, Biano.
Of course, they have it in advance.
Collect the data from 1st January. As against data
the following year.
Dates no. So you already know the number of people. It can increase, it can decrease. You have the data sitting down.
And a deadline.
We do it.
A strict deadline.
You have, because over a whole 12 months.
Of course.
To pay. When you make it 2 months, there are a lot of people who would want to go, but they can't go.
No, it's not like that. Hajj, when your Hajj conference you call every year, until the Hajj conference is done and a fare or like the exact fare is brought, you can't start collecting people's passports. You can't.
Fair, but no, I'm saying collect data.
Yeah, data no be out of the agents who are in the various communities.
No, but you are not getting my point.
I also have a question.
You are not getting my point.
Board, no. Your Hajj management board.
You see, the board must not collapse
Yes.
after every Hajj.
Yes.
The Hajj board must be a permanent board.
Yes. But can we misunderstand? More Hajj board.
Yes.
More Hajj secretariat.
Yes.
So what is the purpose? And I said secretariat.
They manage the whole Hajj affairs.
So can't they also act on behalf of the Muslims of WOHO? Because if all the command agents, I told you, say a gramophone binom almost some agents edgy munianum gramophone binum esikadi amontumi anko.
I mean catch travel and tours are agencies. Travel and tours, you call America, you call UK, they are agencies.
Yes, I know.
Open so call America, you can buy from the airline directly. You can still go to the agency to buy.
Yeah, sure.
The travel agency. That is how the Hajj is. We have agents of Hajj that people believe in them and go and pay to them.
I see.
And they will go and then give it to the Hajj board and sit and collect your visas for you. Hajj, because nobody know when government intervenes too much.
Let me understand this.
Maybe,
Where Hajj agent.
Yes.
I go and pay my money to him.
Yes.
Before he will bring the money to
the Hajj board. The Hajj board, yes.
Why?
The airlines, the same. I can go and pay to the airlines. But when you even pay to the travel and tour, the travel and tour will pay to who? The airlines. In the end, that is the final pay.
So why don't you deal with them directly?
You still can deal with the Hajj board directly. You still are giving the opportunity to the Hajj agents because the agency themselves. I mean, that question came not
JB,
from
we will change it. I'm telling you.
Until now, no, Captain. This what we are having, the system we are having, is a good system. You can perfect it. Because I even said what you said some time ago. I said the same thing. Say it will reach a time where you wouldn't want to go through anybody.
And that time isn't on.
But then the point is that the Saudi authorities, they recognize the Hajj agencies.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand? The Saudi authorities, because of what has been happening in some countries, so they will recognize the Hajj agencies. But I'm saying that the point you are making today, the point now, I made that same point some time back, that we are forecasting, say, in the years to come, we will drift away from depending on the Hajj board. Obetimako apply to the embassy directly. The session will apply to the American embassy. Once you show evidence of your hotel reservation, your bus and everything, the session will call Europe, you can apply. Do you understand the point? But then, as I said, normally the cost is high when you are applying as an individual than when you are applying as a group.
So what is preventing the secretariat to act on behalf of the people?
The secretariat is doing something for the people.
We are talking about Ghanaians. I keep telling you, we should have a decent way of making the Ghanaian comfortable wherever that person is.
Absolutely.
Oh, but then I know the American.
No, I'm not saying someone more comfortable.
Yes.
I haven't said that.
In every country,
we are discussing. Every year be as more kohaja. How it should be decent.
Oh, sure, President Mahama. Then Tamale, as I say, the crowd nobody comes here. Or say, let me extend the Tamale runway. Let me make another Hajj village there. In some free northern Ghana, instead of you coming to Accra, you are converging there. So there's no pressure
Chief,
much here.
Do you have anybody or maker directly or in Ghana engage Hajj authorities through that person?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Through the ambassador and the rest of
fantastic.
Yes.
You have an ambassador that you deal through. Me ya buying ne. Yeah. Agent be ama.
Which I agree.
Today, if I have that authority, agent.
So do the agents also get profit?
Yeah, they get their commission.
Why commission?
Yes. Yeah.
We have the Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. That ministry should have a desk for the Christian community
and the Muslim
and
community.
a desk for the Muslim community. And every year, when himself 1st January biano, it starts registration if you want to go to Mecca. Whether we will be and I say we will be. It starts from January, maybe to March or maybe to June. Please make sure you have registered. The data is sitting there. We know that this number of people echo. Ebi be kobi, ebi still so be so be kasa onko. Ebi foforo so be ba be ka ho. So 5 months to time, it is the ministry with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Yeah.
The data is sent to the respective country or mouth visas no. So we know that this number of people and ebeko. One, before you apply for a visa, we know the things you have to. Before that time, no, Sanima we are put together already. Yeah, as I said, you categorize them. Watch it, Ubi be ready. Hotel booking, no. You be hard time no be swan. As I said, nipa be 2-3. If we here can embassy no more officials no.
Yeah, sure.
WOHO. Hotel arrangements no should be done 5 months before time.
They do that.
No, I'm not saying they are not doing it. I'm just saying something. 5 months before time, so they know that hotels, even when we Hajj no more konkra for from sense actually. We Hajj na next year Hajj no. I hire person Ghana for that. I don't know my citizen na come to the yam. Citizen he say I have a leader.
A sense of belonging.
Oh please.
So you see, my main count. Listen, that is why President Mahama Eka said, "Onua Basi a permanent national pilgrims authority."
Okay.
Pilgrims authority with the facilities it's kind of like a hostel facilities in way in that. You understand the point I'm making?
Way.
Okay. You understand the point? It could be far away to say, oh, how do you call it? Like those areas, no, at downside, no, where like Obia a bus will pick you up when you are going to check in and then pump, you are gone. Do you understand the point? Or no Kasasem, no, that is going to have a permanent pilgrims authority, where it will oversee some of these things. His concern has to do with the condition in which our people go through. One of the major things I factor is the pricing. That is why I was concentrating. Said prices no high. Apart from Sanoa, it makes it easy for our people to be able to, as many people to be able to go. If I on the conditions, if I on conditions of and na President Mahama say, Esan say, I've moved you to a place where it is this thing. So they don't come like boom, at the same time.
Okay.
So they come in badges.
That facility will be.
That is why you see. That is where you talk about the management of the Hajj board. Facilities not all Hajj board. You need to use it to do at least. President, there are conferences going on.
No, you can't use it. How can you
there
use
are conferences. You can use the halls. There are halls we use our conferences for. And then you call national mosques. That is what we use to do a lot of our programs, Muslim programs in Nigeria.
You see Hajj village, say your ultra modern village. You see we need Hajj no be akwatena ne no. What happens?
Yes.
What happens to it? So you see, that's what I'm saying. That
it should be a money-making venture.
It should be strategic.
Yeah.
We rent halls in the PAAA.
Of course.
Baby, you're more than old, baby. Are you going to call it a Muslim hotel?
No, you're not going to give it out like Muslim hotel. Where
so what will happen to it? It was set there until the following year.
No. We won't say like this. Well, I won't say the students' hostels. It's like a student hostel. Once you have vacancies like that, do you understand the point? You normally sometimes Arabs no omoba. We have some guests that come. They come and we give them hotels to sleep in.
They will go and sleep there.
Yeah, some of
so you build hotels there.
Well, the host, hostel. It's not like a hotel.
Yes,
it's a hostel maybe. And even some of our
that's like a guest
way. Yes,
no, but Arabs the same
no, Arabs. I'm saying that Makaranta. When I say Arabic students now, those who come to study here.
How many of them? Do you have about 10,000 a year?
No. But even that hostel cannot take even more than 1,000 or 2,000.
Yeah,
so it's in badges.
Yeah, so if it's 2,000,
so if it's 500 or 1,000, you can rent it out to people. Do you understand? It could be students.
You can rent it out to Muslim
university. Listen, students.
Muslims too.
Yes. No, you can even rent out to this thing. Both Christians
and
and Muslims.
So you can give me.
And if it's a hotel now, Saudi now, that's a Kuwait. No, it is for holy people. No, don't make that mistake.
Makes me to be girl akoda.
You are not supposed. If you come with that mindset, you
see,
but I'm saying that when you go there,
we need people who would understand.
Hotel was Saudi.
No, maybe.
That be hotel was Saudi.
Yeah, that's a hotel.
That be okay for not Mecca issues. Okay, Saudi on a normal business trip, on a normal investor trip. Are you saying that when you go with your wife, no, stop you?
No. You're talking about a girlfriend.
Debbie, no, a hotel. But this is a Hajj village.
Yes.
The name Hajj is sitting on it. So, quite smart into me, in fact, girl, did a cheat for a short time.
We will not give it to students. That one, the Hajj board will determine.
When you give it to students, you run a year west. Short time, no.
Male section, male section, and female section.
You are telling me, Magic Hotel, Metriaka. Hostel. Metriaka.
Students was there.
Mommy, girl in my house. You see, so what I'm saying is that JB, I feel more to myself. I feel more to myself.
It's going.
Islamic religion, because of my few years, I would Ahmadiyya secondary school. That is why I began to love Muslims. Our religion, what's your chira, you will not understand until you get close.
And it is one of the best.
It's a very beautiful religion. You don't know. We'll get you closer to Muslims. You appreciate the beauty of their religion. Naturally,
yes, of course.
My uncle confirmed this can bango. Oh no, it's true. Say a comedy now this guy got to ban.
Okay, that one I understand. Religion in pay fee. Pay blemish. Pay
kikawa. Yeah.
No. Yeah. When they what is Muslim da?
Because you.
Who read their way?
And 2%.
Obejari answer wada.
2%.
No, maybe some make me.
No, maybe some wagasa.
Akofo. Obejari.
Of course.
They have even a way on Monday in Suno.
Yeah. And in fact, what is Sunday a good anymore?
They mean you put them COVID as you want to say. When they are all now.
No, me Muslim be at say takrade. So okase se suba na ase fa gubu anymore. Enyi se nsu ne kra e bi counts. Asa na kwakugu.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
It shouldn't touch you before it enters.
Esese ye Mecca kono, kono, any DB, eba ho.
Captain, that's what I'm saying. It is something that we have envisioned.
I am Jaba any Yamamu.
Okay, no problem. You are a development agent. Like I'm saying, they all cannot. Many we've spoken about it.
But they can still be considered.
Oh, why not?
Because I mean,
you see,
it makes a lot of volume.
To avoid certain, your friends say, middlemen and certain things, like you said, what's my sorry? Say you need clearance from the Saudi authorities to the embassy here. Say better sorry, can't better sorry. Pursue Tiama will be Muslim no come Mecca. Just go to the embassy.
But show
your documentation, your amount of visa. Go to the airline, pay, and then pump you're going. But you see, the Saudi, your friends say your Hajj board, they would have to secure the accommodation for you there in bulk. Exactly. Because Okono individual are expensive.
Very.
But we won't bet you. Bus no. In the same camp now, or no, the same thing now. What I want you to know, say, Oko Mina, Oko Arafah, 3 million people are at the same place at the same time.
Yes.
Do you understand the point? Like Accra, all of us are clumped together at the same time. Oko Mina, the tent where we sleep, yes, there are mattresses. Even sometimes there are blankets, very thick one. You are lying there. That is the holy periods. Muzdalifa, Mina, Arafah. So you are forced 3 million, but every country the camp, the flag. So it's a do you understand the point?
Okay.
And so that one, they are able to make sure that you are really under a comfortable way.
That's right.
That's where it's coming from. I hope you understand the point.
That's
so, but
right.
we, essence hanum eswano. That is why President say, "Maminya tamalediano." Me baba ye Kumasi diano in the meantime, because ye baba fly pilgrims from Kumasi to Mecca. I will manifest no more. So Kumasi people will not come here. Bronga Hafo will not come here. Bono East and the rest will not come.
It will be too expensive for us as a country. You see?
Oh, that'll be expensive.
No, I'm not saying whether good or bad. What I'm saying is that look, as people, we need to have structured infrastructure development plan. I believe in religious infrastructure. Sitting here as a person, and look, Donald Trump is big because of religious infrastructure.
Of course.
The only first person in the world that will see hotel we here. Oh, Florida can't say ha. Who banner say depending on your
Yes. And it's happening in most of these Arab countries.
Yes, don't bring your girlfriend here.
No way.
But that's America. Almighty America.
Yeah.
Donald Trump did that.
Yes. All the Arabian countries are saying the same thing.
My point is that still I maintain my position. Yema meka kono nya kono. Meti kumase. Who see a Hajj village amami ajidai. Have my house. Okay? So what we have to do.
Bruno, Ahafo, Western North, and the rest, they will come 2-3 days in advance.
So how many Hajj, so how many centers are you going to have?
Oh, just where the airports are.
Okay.
That's what.
So Accra.
It's just we can. You see, you.
With the moment I organize one
So you have Accra, you have Kumasi and Tamale.
But Kumasi doesn't have any more. I mean, until say Yaba Power. That is where we can just have a temporary. Yes.
Yeah, my very good friend be Sule. Ne papa betna ufitamale. Charlie.
Yes.
It's so stressful.
The passport and buy. So you see, when it doesn't come like that.
It's my friend besides and also Charlie Dawo a whole. I'm say friend. Also what be 1 week. I'm say what? Me koya mattress fia bi papa penio.
Yeah, but sometimes, ironically, they also understand so.
Oh,
no,
yes. Oh,
they understand because of Komeka.
Yeah. So that is the joy. That is the joy in it.
That's why we are trying to make it better.
Okay.
Because, like he's saying, he knows the condition in which our people go through, and nobody should put our people. Where there is way. The restriction is where you see people following them, and they're clumsy.
Oh, okay.
People coming with. They say captain, they will be quiet. Family na person muko show say papa
and also that you dare not stop anyone
around there.
Can you sack them?
That is why
no, they are living in the world. I mean,
they're living in the world. Yeah. All they want is passport.
But Jimmy, with your permission, I wanted to ask Alaji one thing.
Okay.
3 days, 1 week now you be do hano. When the first akano.
Oh no, you pay for your own food and your
that's my problem.
No, that one they're okay with it. It's not a problem for any of us.
Yeah, listen, when you meet me as Captain Smart and I'm filling my tank.
Yes.
It doesn't mean it's not okay.
Yeah.
It's okay for me. But maybe I borrowed the money.
Yes. But then that is not an issue.
No, it's an issue. You see, you will not see it as an issue.
Say, me babeko has say major anyway no.
Hajj, we can organize Hajj in such a way. After the swearing, after John's swearing, when the Hajj board is put together, we'll also give you a proposal on how to organize Hajj. I want to see Ghanaians travel to Mecca decently.
Oh, yes, it will happen.
What you say?
It will happen.
Nasaka, you bet the tourist attraction.
Oh,
of course, look, we can do the Hajj march. Every day. Now, one friend Hime. I think it's the Ahmedis.
Yeah, the Ahmedis are the ones. Yes, that's
na Hajj march. Ebia, yeah, would date ya nacho. Now me the Muslims in Ghana quite so just about 45 minutes. Maybe almost 33 Medina.
Like a ritual. Something,
white gown, Maya Guomo Maya Fe. Now speakers in the Muna will be reciting Quran. They are there.
Omagoko Hajj.
Allah.
It's not the Mabeda.
No, I know what I'm talking about.
You understand the point I'm making? I did a convention here called. I'm a from your convention. They have about 10,000 people.
What could be that?
Yeah, huge.
You understand?
Fantastic place. Yes.
Woman to 9 about drums.
Yes.
Mpabwada sha omo no. Wo hye obi shoe pa, won mo bobes don't shoe ni kase. Ye hye that the man nti. O hye ni shoe no asande the mpabwada asande hye sa shoe ni. Na omo twiko. Ha! Ja. Muslims on. We need somebody who understands their religion.
No,
and tap into it and make
money. When you have your for to say Captain Mono, I mean people who are versed in both religions. No?
Yes. So let me listen to the final part of more policy. No.
there's one particular issue I'm per se address or not per se address.
Okay,
one
which
has
is
to do with the hijab wearing. Hijab asem no yenko for ye. Especially in some of the schools. You say a man, they will not allow them to put on the hijab. Some of them workplaces, they will not allow them. Or say he will make sure say the law be able to protect the identity of the Muslim lady, the same way to protect the identity of the Christian nun. Nobody should deprive them from putting on their nun or their veils like the Muslim as well, because that is religious practice. The Christians there are not forced to go and worship with the Muslims.
Not at all.
Not at all. They won't.
I chose to join.
The same, yes, and so don't force. This is when they see Wesley girls. That they had to push the girls to say, man, and then they became another issue. Chief Imam throw a letter and so on and so forth. That religious tolerance, at least we must allow it. You understand the point? Of course, don't go and insult somebody's religion, and then don't go and abuse somebody's religion. And the issue of hijab is one critical thing that you person address. And then an additional holiday, a person for the Eid al-Fitr. Only say your problems, challenges with regards to sighting of the moon. And there can be moon break here, and that's what share children and I say break here. You have to sight the moon before you break and pray. So we have one holiday now. Rollins gave us 2 holidays. Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha. So when you sight the moon today, some people will say that I haven't sighted the moon. I will wait for the 30 days to end before I can pray. So President Mama incurring that saying, those who end on 29th can pray tomorrow. Those who end on the 30th can pray the next day. So you have 2 holidays, whichever day it falls. Well, my additional holiday.
No, it will make us lazy.
Say your 24-hour economy ever. We are working.
No, that's fine. But I think that you see, okay, maybe one problem with our number of holidays.
Yes, that's
why maybe
President Muhammad or say he's not adding any additional holiday. July 4th August holiday. Maybe we year free. 7th January holiday. We year free. Or they replace it one with the Eid al-Fitr, and then one goes back to 4th July. But 4th July is the Republic Day. It is our holiday. You know, President Akufo-Addo, that is 4th August, which is Founders Day. And then January 7th, which is Constitutional Day. No? Okay. These 2 holidays is being replaced, one for Eid al-Fitr, one for 4th July. So he hasn't added any holiday to it. That is why Chief Imam, Ebisa for 2 holidays, no, or say, Mr. Ome Papa, member of Bako, and that Bako here, baby, amunya confusion. That's Eid al-Fitr. But Baumia, there, my Bako pay, I want to manifest to 2 sisters, no, or my Bako pay, which is Eid al-Adha. Eid al-Adha, so any problem also. But then let me just run it off with this particular issue I have. That has to do with the agenda. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, MPP, ni Napo, a movie with that Muslim factor, that Muslim thing, no. Captain Mamenka JB, let me say this. Any attempt to use religion, I was say elections or any other election, it will not wash. May catch out. Ma catch Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. In fact, we show your population census, Maka. Christians are 70+%. Yeah, sure. Muslims are 19.9%. 9, you do 20 kra.
I see.
19.9. And you see, so opese ubo will be and I say opese ye tumawa. Go on a tangent that will bring everybody together. But then on to me sorry and then now sorry. I go catch sorry for say Munsrami. Monfa only what to me so. Who send paper now was catch and say mini kremo for me that you are my people, me and you should be one against the Christian again.
Is it a haram?
Who?
Is it a haram?
That's the biggest, how do you call it to say, deceit. You are going to the Christian to seek for his prayer.
That's religious deception.
Deception. Oh, call you ako Jane and Pipe say you believe say about my wow. And you want their vote. At the same time, now was Uncle Cremophone say, oh, I'm one of you to vote for me. How do you expect? How do you reconcile the two? How do you? But then every good policy as Muslims in this country were given to us by Christian presidents. President Rawlings.
No, repeat it.
Every policy. The holidays, the Islamic education unit, the whatever, was given to us by the Christian president from Rawlings, Kufuor, Mills, Mahama.
So you now believe the fact that you have your hatch. Wait. You have your hatch board who should be managed by
the election and appointment.
That understands
election and appointment. Yes, Mr. And that's why we revere all our presidents.
Okay.
Meaning,
yeah.
You see, I only have a problem. Tell you, some of the Islamic schools are manned by headmasters of who are Christians. Oh no, Captain, I'm going to say, you see, it's good at this conversation, Abba.
Yes.
Yeah, we need pen and coupon yard.
We'll fine tune it.
I'm telling you, you're telling the point I'm making, and people will feel better and love. Like say, oh, I can now breathe a sigh of relief. Say, me come make alhamdulillah. What we will do, President Mahama, there is all open for ideas. What we can do to help. But then I'm trying to dispel that religious bigotry. No. Say, my uncle baby and antagonizing Christians, young Kremophonobi. And then we are trying to say we want to be this. I love my Muslims. But then we should look for competent leaders. Leaders on better my boy, changing their lives. So I was asking the question, say, between your friends saying, Unya Alhaji Muhammad Idrisu, now Okoyi President Akufo-Addo, now Okachire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, Uncle to Obama, the two of them, one over to Obama.
Alhaji Idrisu.
Alhaji Muhammad Idrisu, Eric Kremonio.
Yeah.
Nana Akufo-Addo, the running mate, and in the presidential way. No, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to Abba. Who will he vote for?
Well, I mean, it depends.
It's clear. I'm your running mate. You are my boss. Muhammad Idrisu is standing on the ticket of the NDC. And I'm a boy. And then your boss is the Nana Akufo-Addo. And you are going to vote. Who will you vote for? Who will he vote for?
So I don't know, but I mean, just give me a clear answer because
the clear answer is that he's voting for his presidential candidate. I'm the running mate. How can you? Oh, this is your running mate, and you are the boss.
Oh, okay, I understand.
How can I go and vote for somebody else?
Okay.
I am trying to let you know that Muslim factor they are pushing in religion, it doesn't move the politics. Religion, men far and better. Because who your presidential candidate? Meto Obama will not Akufo-Addo. Who Meto Obama Akufo-Addo? Obisu Meto Obama, your friend saying Alhaji Muhammad Idrisu. Do you understand the point? That's why I'm saying, say who can say, I'm one of you. Vote for me. All Muslims in NDC, all Muslims in CPP, all Muslims vote for me. And I ask you a simple question: Hassan Ayariga or your Muslimini?
Yeah.
Or statistics or contested since 2004 or 2000. How come say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia one country and I say Kemofonu be imams for one country Yankoto Abama Hassan Ayariga? Why are they saying it today? Why is Napo going to stand before the Yana to say any Muslim who votes for who prays for Mahama or committee haram? Napo no info. And no Napo no catch and say imams for ne pastors you say sexual comprehensive sexual education. And then Napo Asema Okan onum say a biggest haram. Because you have no evidence to it. You level an allegation, serious allegation. And you go and stand before the Yana. Meanwhile, when your boss, Nana Akufo-Addo, any Bawumia, Muko promise Yana say mobesi Yendi airstrip amount one month. Muko catching some mobesi water project ama Yendi for any time for 1 year. Muko say mobile sakwano from Yendi from your friend saying Sablugu Walewale to Sablugu to Walewale 1 year. Meanwhile, NDC in Dagbon, we built UDS for you. We built the Hajj village, to make sure that programs fly from Tamale to Mecca. I hope you understand the point. You have scholarship. So, MPP message, on this particular religious way, you and I must stop it. Because to know, okay, well, I am not saying, say, one day, young Muslim president, any Muslim that will get, assess the person based on his competence, on his track record. Onye nipa otwantro onye nipa odada manfo te say on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no o kan sem one day in there na wakoka different thing o kan sem there one day na wakoka different thing o say basic system models in high schools are mine where see say won see here one single school you haven't built it for us at the senior high level.
Okay, so
me catch say the man President John Dramani Mahama in summer yankremofo no epeno what they are to their manifesto no. Our achievements are here, 195 schools, and support in terms of economic empowerment through Maslow, through LEAP, and so on and so forth. MPP for almost the presidential candidate, I am Muslim, our manifesto, this is 260 manifesto. There is nothing. Only one policy. Chatham say two, only one policy. And so I'm only calling our Muslim brothers, don't allow anybody to come and deceive you. Look at your track record. Look at the person who has been there for the Muslims. Look at the person who has been there for the Zongos, and that is John Dramani Mahama. And every policy here from the National Chief Imam I embedded in. Christian, were adopted the Muslim policies. And the Muslim who adopted only one, who would you want to go vote for?
All right. So, Mamima, it's in for more Facebook. And I'm going to share live on Facebook. A misa question. But already I have one question on Facebook.
Good.
Ramsey, Mirash, Ebisa one question. How many qualified Arabic schools do we have in Ghana? And that are going to rent them. I just want to get it right. How many qualified Arabic schools do we have in Ghana that we are going to rent for them? I don't know.
When you say Lebanon Islamic School, I was circle her. They don't have a boarding facility.
Oh, okay.
Lebanon Islamic School.
Okay.
And they have close to about 1,000 students there. We have Al-Bashar Al-Awashi. They have some in Medina here.
These are qualified Arabic schools?
Of course, schools. These are qualified.
Recognized
schools. Genius.
I see.
Why not? So also Greater Accra. We bought about even 7 in Greater Accra. I can mention also in order to. And you see, there are various institutions, not only at the basic level or senior high school level. There are other institutes, Muslim institutions are Omorani, some Arabic programs. Say Dura Institute.
Yeah.
We have some Institute of Languages. Say research. They all can come and get a place. Some of these French people who come to learn Arabic here, they go and rent expensive way. In a hostel, I bet mama an affordable rate for them to be there. Why not? It's a temporary way because we go to Hajj every 1 year. I hope you understand the point I'm making. Until the whole 1 year, no air free. University students now almost share accommodation. 5,000, 6,000 to rent accommodation around UPSA anyway. If they know that there's a hostel facility, you think agents will not come and rent that place for them?
Okay, so another question.
It could be for only males or something, but no. You won't have to bring any woman or something there.
Yeah. Another question.
Yeah.
Roxanne Miller on Facebook says, in the average, Ekebofodo was saying, and a Hajj from Ghana every year.
Normally, the average is about 6,000.
The average is about 6,000.
Yes, average is 6,000. But this year, you're a higher level to about 8,000. In fact, it even went, I'm told to say, close to about 10,000 kra. But normally, that's about 7,000 to 8,000 for X-ray and Okoye. When the Hajj board realized that a lot of gone them after X-ray, they had to go and plead to the Saudi authorities to give them more slots. So that more slot is what they used to cover. Because Ometuya hotels, Kadada, Ometuya buses, Omoko empty Sanoa. And so they had to open the door again for people to come and then purchase and I say Ometuya for Hajj, in order to be able to make the numbers for hotels and Ometuya Wahonum.
I see.
So on the average is 6,000.
On the average is 6,000. And so the payment has to do with the dollar to cedi rate.
Oh yes, the dollar to share. And I remember example no say share say nipa obi say obetuma reduce Hajj fare. Dollar no ye jama almost 4 cedis. President Mama jama almost 4 cedis. And I mean
4 cedis 20 pesos.
Yes, I mean 4 cedis has been the average with 4 cedis.
Yeah.
Say Uber now even who did dollar no Hajj first no equal $10,000. Me my example. Hajj first is around $6,000, $6,500.
Okay.
But if I say $10,000, and who economic guru no ba omia ka uja dollar no rate to 4 cedis kra. JB $10,000 times 4 saying 40,000 cedis.
Yeah, 40,000.
And do 75,000. Say Hajj first when you say 10,000, which is not the same, which is not so. $10,000 multiplied by 4 cedis exchange rate. So that is where we call your incompetency to play. Because una occasion say about $1 ni. And then the dollar has now jumped from 4 cedis to what? 17 cedis. Inti ochina you go fix Hajj first no. Now I mean you are coming to peg the Hajj first. So definitely the dollar rate is exposing the Hajj first itself. I hope you understand the point I'm making. Inti yet may subsidize it, and I say if we're able to bring the exchange rate even down, at least whatever fare we even put in dollar no, it will even let the price come down. But once the price continues to shoot because of the incompetency of the EMT chairman, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, you should expect a high Hajj fares.
All right. Would you choose a head porter job with PAN for your Muslim Kaya sisters instead of education or training for them to have proper skill jobs? Ask him.
Maybe so say JB up to now Oko Makola Sisi ana Oma you headphones for you na said. Kaya you for now more da kuma omo Accra. Oma you nyina if you are. I don't know mo kan say ba omo unko you omo nyina. At least your MPs, some of the MPP MPs are omo to headphones ema omo. We also train people and then I know ye Bampo. No, a minister for your friends and gender. We train some of the people into way. Sure, omo pie ba me person o share sa picture no sa video no omo you say you train omo UPS in Chema Medina. Some of them were not Kaya people. Some of them you could see, you just watch that video. Yeah. You will see the beauty, I just say beauty contest.
But what is a beautiful
no.
JB Alaji, you've said something and Manuel me too, but I feel like saying what I know.
Okay.
You know, man, ekosuya basi trido. And kasebi enyabone. But the title putting on them so no more kaya JB, unim say me instructor so. I train people how to drive.
Yeah.
I train people how to operate heavy duty equipment. Oh share the nipana wo gina ona sebe yes now me nkaza kai for sebi o mo nye nipa anom ho nye fa na se bibia but no,
they are not the people
irrespective of orientation power with the man. How many days, how many months near the training omo ba wo hwe bia no brof me nkaza kai for nte brofo
English now mo kai no that
me nkaza kai for nte brofo me ma me wo kan chesisi a me no wo kase o kwa kai for the big brofo but da yes started training no brofo na ebi no kan wo ho eni o mu wie ye brofo na ebi kan no bibisa say English teachers be na ko chiro sa brofo no so they are using this to make business which is wrong.
Alaji,
yes sir.
Is there any other further issue?
My final word.
I want to allow my callers to come in because Montini may be a say. Yeah, can say Montini may be a say. And now, more can mope, but in reality, you would also appreciate.
Wrong. And I also share can walk. And I've been out to see what America knows to say about Pamo, you know.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Maybe the American Ghana phone say
yes.
Mesromo. Yemma Sunjay embrace election with mo. I did AC in 2020. I yekun call for 8. I did AC in 2019. I by election. I prior call for no. They say shall yaro mo. Let's not allow it to happen. Any Muslim and a Christian don't be engaged. My embefow enko kontoka. Policeman or military man or Mesramo. Mama unko shoot obia just because of elections. Mesramo. Let this election be free, fair and transparent.
I see.
So my Muslim brothers and sisters, let's vote on issues where you don't go and fight for somebody's personal interest.
All right.
John Dramani Mahama in the policies about. Look at his policies and vote for him, inshallah, so that you can reset.
But that's it. But don't go. Sit here with me.
No problem.
0556 69 2445. Yenim komo. Nafi yanjunji ya kakra. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. But Joanny.
We didn't get uncertainty. So we are. But I also come Facebook. We didn't go. Say, Ghana, Prophet Muhammad. It was Ghana. Moses or the Prophet Muhammad. And it's a worker, sir. Who was Sika? Now, so Mecca. Now, also Coco Jay Sadako Janome. Mama Abai and first Kama or be quite dry. Mama Abai first Kama Moses and come Mecca. You say, yes, you can Ghana or Samu and Soma. I was not sure. Doctors, I was telling you, now Prophet Muhammad Moja, and Tabu and Sumasi Muslim, one dancer and Swaka. Yama ever before, Yama I didn't fair. Now, Prophet called me. Then never before you say, then before you say, Yan is the case of here. So I Prophet never heard Moses. And Macafun never said Prophet Muhammad, and yet, Moo or Samudium, Moo and Sumabium, Moo and Yabium, and what brought to Roa, Imoja. No one and then home.
Thank you very much. Now, what my fufu Adajesu no muso accommodate 0556 692445. Hello, good evening.
Hello, JB.
Yay. And what better name? Eva.
Oh, I got to go.
Yeah,
JB.
Meba. Now, some of them number mark one frame me.
Oh,
I don't remember my number, but someone to take it in Chamber Crab will be one for me.
Let me say, we are having a war. Some Casamina war, Wagazana war, and
I may bow and I may bow. If you are me bow.
Michel,
meba. Mede, what am I about? I mean, you.
Jale, Midamina, no, Muslim now, or the Honomono. We then ask it. But, yeah, Nisam came back from you, no, no. Of course, or condemn, yet can you carry your phone? Said we are, but for now, say, bro, for now, training or money.
carry for the bit to go for the school power, but of course I would say Bintina. I'm an Akobasa. Diana, or should I say,
Mate, I think it's a fair comment. Mate, I say, I don't remember why. Okay. Anyway, I mean, this is the beauty of the whole discussion. The way I was sitting here, yes, I know BTS. Yes. Good evening.
Good evening, Obi. Apome.
Yeah, who better name?
Yes, I'm to see. Because Africa, so.
Sensitive, I mean to you.
Mama, me are not one of them. And you had your quantity business. When you say Muslim for Muko Umra. Umra so crampuye. Big economic yank a bit me a war man apart from Sahajano. Onanka Seni. Yeah, Muslim for a good and my point to say, Nipani is car or try not to say, by matter. As soon as car will move, Kofana show motor rough. Emma, winning a mini Juma.
Yeah. That's shame too brutal. And then the baby be a deal. I rather Jamia. It's such a move. Hello, Madre.
Yeah.
But you when you?
But you inform design.
I have a fan say na ye chenra.
I don't want just evangelist I in the Casafi Epuman Temo, it is short term Temo.
But you mean to. Mean to.
About Captain or
ha.
But you are in Casaka.
But you Casauti. Why, what are you?
Mati. The comment on my for hard and no, I are fantastic. Or you nipper there, and no credit about cope. Ideas are man or one uncomparable. It's your perception of every humankind that have clear and founded, mind in his or her. And see, sometimes or car somewhere, our friend penny phone, it's here. Now, I'm a dear Juma. Yeah, pretty dear or Mamu. The Arisha and say, Asunjay or Dog, Korea, and the Niger, and Oba. I'm a Yuma. Like the end, I want to egg. I'm about to catch a captain say, the person in bra, in the bed deep and Komobi.
Any day, anytime, next week, obey me about why. But I say, thank you very much. Also, bet me a friend, Nafi, Yedin Komo 0556692445. Nafi Brana, Yendi and Komo. Hello, my joy.
Hello, JB.
Yay.
Good evening, my Basso.
Yes, so.
That's money from Guabaria.
That's what I mean to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Sakuma traffic light on Sia. My say, Omudi, and you are the good traffic light. Traffic light, not any out. Jumanamo to scrap for another to talk or tunnels. Traffic light, no. Museum, Omadi, and you have a boss is here. The one for her that I know so much spread. I know
the bad day.
Over to an accident.
I know the bad day. I want to see traffic lights.
I check my yes, I don't come for a check. I quite this one dam. Down be one a check. I check a two them. And I'm down and go a man spread it. And you say, well, no man, I don't know for her that on the punishment man accident. You've been for most of Muchi, I'm a traffic light inside on. And you know, go your man spread it. That's it.
Martin, Mr. Darcy. I mean, yes, Obi had an adrenaline there, Eba. Obi also a one idea Obeka. Nafi, Yending Komo. Hello, my joy.
Oh, JB.
Yay.
Hey, your friend of friend and I. JB, who made the Magala?
W.
How many Maggie?
W.
That is the fire captain, sir. Hey, I don't pay JB.
Oh, I am Munyabutre.
I know where Nata no.
Yeah, Munyabutre.
On
the Munia Pay, Mammy, a friend of Mary. I dare say.
Hey, JB.
Yea.
Maybe I saw make us a Yankupon Shrow. I could drone away Yano. Yankopoma drop portion. Na fire on mine Ghana ye. Then you say, Ye Yamusumi and Sakawa. Ghana, the best uncle fire coming from an idea. Asamba. Yankupon Shrow near Juma Power.
Me that say. Thank you very much. Also, bet me about me heading Komo. Aka 1, 2, 3. Aka less than 15 minutes now. I got me to take out. Hello, Madre.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Mr. JB.
Yay.
My person from Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
Muslim.
Mamin too. What are the person to talk?
My person contribute on the.
Sure. I mean, feel free. Let's talk.
I quite say one say, "Ono ye Muslim, captain ye Muslim." But the adrenaline captain the man no. Ono ye smartphone. I was saying, "Ko nyamo trena ko tie na nka wede." Or the account, Nanka, or the court to Mampin, and say, Yamia do not buy by moi. Your captain kind, or who is in Cadabra, yes, Muslims in tea, and think Yanibajapa.
Menoka say, Haj, I found a pen and a paper now. The way I near my page watch from Milka, I said, let me name some German first of all froze a day. I'm sure that it is well considered. Why? That's it. Thank you very much. I mean, let's have a round table discussion. You see, Haj Mustafa, he never knew that this discussion was going to come up. So this is the radio station. What I say? Yes, sure. Hello, good evening.
Why you honorable?
But you when you?
Did Yawoza, me to so get my family debut, and I the only illiterate person in this.
Maminti. Yawoza?
Yes, boss.
The good old Yawoza.
Me got you no.
But what's not so amida?
Me got you David Yawoza also available David. Where Yawoza also. Where Yawoza? Yeah. The text message no more no on free. Me attend it, but I'm not papa. Would you more go see more? Me no be boken. I'm telling you. Wafa. No one say me be answer. Nita. We are waiting for Kama do quache. Muslim for. Me pe dia friend say kokwa so. What dey ko ti kokwa no dey anko share ile afa. Kokwa so I want to trade to that. Oh, many be the time say Aji. Yes, Osha Muslim Libya Niliso Adi Onyanya 40 years Eko me can't get Maka, I'm telling you. The only thing you can for me say a Bamaka side what they want now. We are there, some years so on. I want you to walk a car. But you am for to be every position so I buy more. You know one it is over the moment to make your position almost terrible. So do the idea patapa some of the party car. Near see any be yet near rest like no one you could this 7 presidents and who but when you be now why you Muslim I know it Zongo. If I say can be Amayan who could have the visit who now better 7 no Christo no better any other Muslim for. I just want to let myself look. Yeah, because I am Muslim, or Donald Trump, you say, Yaka, and Tafua, President Tafu, and Tutu. No, you are done with this time around. When you're Muslim, you couldn't, they're not pulling it down. I'm telling you, they say, I saw Otto, you know, for not genocide, or Donald Kakane also goes to say Muslim, although no, or tiny everything so go to maybe other day anymore, next to another country, they're give me.
Hey. Na what friend my magic so afide we na won kra me posa wo ko. Hello Majo. Hello Majo.
Yeah.
Majo when you? Yes sir.
Pacho say me go me prefi yanu.
Ma binti o.
Na mo ina adwuma. We na da me catch you there. No mo je adwuma no obibi bem ha. Nyo obibi funye ye. Oh munyo na bakata ali. What's the most of the most of the years of the free Easter, so be the master to up and some will go up with you. And to challenge them, the cross I'm challenging them. Christian, most of them, one of the man in North Africa. Yeah, you see, I miss 2 months for one friend. The cross of our mama gave one. What can you do? What assume? Look for about it. Me the man friend, me there after if you fear, but because Barcelona go Abia how much you want. It's not for me. No Mediterranean going to mess it. The whole African leaders must come on. Yeah, in a Christian country, Africa. You have
where then obia 30 million population obia in the bankasa obia in the bankasa 30 million population obia in the bankasa in that Ghana is a country. America over 300 one and or two bonunia. As is America no if you know this ago obia and you say obia in the bankasa
Martin Martin
Africa both of you
Martin
that's all.
Yakupo Shaw.
That born your friend although in Africa. Although you apart from North Africa. Yeah.
Yakupo Shaw. Martin. Martin.
Mama dear one. Ya born. Kono.
Yakupo Shaw. BBC. BBC, but anyway, I mean Media General is one of the biggest platforms in Ghana. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, Bajawani. My radio set me go from Kakama Mwai.
Yo.
Mamintio.
Maza Gili.
Yee.
Yo,
yee.
Why are they?
Edjumadasi.
Senya.
But you better my feeling now from Kakra.
Mama na from Kakra.
Aha, open credit no better minka.
Mate.
Yo, yendi komo.
Yebi. Minguni ya minka nchompo. Enyokupon showding. Nombwa. Senya wajina no. Jina. Na kuko wanim. Ndeya miya ni se. Endi zufuno. Senya wati kasano. Wontimi ntia wangati mu. She yanku kon kinkite she senya captain abetire mu awie. Denti na se wuchira se mu saudiri nti wase na wunhuni a odu ba wo ba be ye dia kire dia ma oman no. But wontimi nkire wo point mi into it. Wonhu kasa no wo hia kasa. Na wonhu se na wo be kire won ansemu na abetwaso na be bi oman no kono ni kware ba ko pe.
But me that say. Thank you. My mefa last and final caller. Na me wrap it up. Me sorry so na fe. Me jemuma Dr. Prekese na offer drive time. Drive time if I'm ready. One I flash me no. But this has to flash. Oh. I don't know yes sir. One pa 0556692445. Me fa the final caller na fe. Yaba be wrap up our studio had almost say. Hey Onua 95.1. Me de Eddie JB as usual. Asɛm Bɛn Ni metina mu Eddie my captain smart akonya na nyame dia. Nti se echira bi me ka se nyame dia. All right. That's it. Nyame dia. All right. Hello Majo.
Hey Jao JB.
Yes, Abajo and you.
Hey, you can't me some account.
Oh, are they? What the lotto?
I read my little for JB.
Oh, are they?
Oh, David. Oh, I can't be Martin, Musuba,
yeah, they.
Yes, Brahma and Sanka.
Oh, I know, Casay, Minia.
Oh, Musuba, I just tell you to be no my kind of made.
Would I be too sure? Where do you me know that Casay?
Master Monoton, but any BBL, Achimota, BBL, actually, home, you find you. Now, a drone of Omwa start na fa toilet no. Omu ko yo mu toilet ni wi a. No ma be guguru. Omu ni swagu no ma bia gu kwan no. Na ho nyina kan. O ko kan na e be bro. Enti me pa cho. Se mo betinya ahwe ama ya. Anopa bia omu ta ye sa. Anopa bia.
Mate. You be dey unkomo. Me that say. Why? Thank you very much. Ever friend for Jumadi no AC ha no mo say na. Kojo Nana
JB,
wrap it up.
Do you know one beautiful thing I love about Muslims?
Tell me.
Say me a Muslim na me nambe biya na mredu na kame say me bompai. Between ramox biya ko bompai.
Oh, I see.
That is one beautiful thing I love about a Muslim. But me a Christian na me nam. Nebia me lord friend pasa na me hu asore dan na me roma first question baby sam say me nemo ba be soma na say me be srawo
so on kan hu
that is it yeah JB you sorry see me say nyame ya adum na adum be dum
oh ye be di kop na me say feel
next week ye be say shia na media mo bi nka sɛ yɛsɛe obi adwuma anaa mesɛe obi adwuma da bi ne mmom sɛ ɔmampani ka sɛ we should be citizens and not spectators no ɛno ɛna nsɛntwerɛni matena se a research hu sɛ daabi sika bi wɔ baabi a ɛwɔ sɛ ɛyɛ ɔma no kyɛfa ɛsɛ sɛ liki fa baabi so for God and country
we will still be working for God and country. Many thanks to you, my brother.
Thank you so much.
May you live long.
Amen.
Amen. Finally on this.
Me the can say one of the things I hire as criminal for any Christians for LGBTQ. Mesre say any imam, any pastor, obeko akoto aba ama MPP government abra omun sign LGBTQ no. Oni nyankopon bedi. Any imam, any pastor. Obakakoto aba ama MPP government abra omon sign LGBTQ no you would have God to face with and so let's be wise and let's vote for a leader like President Mahama who has said it clearly that he and his government detest the LGBTQ so as the Speaker of Parliament akano omon fa bill ninsan komano na President Nado on sign bill no but then to finally round it up to say sana mukano on this Captain Agri show no let's say yembo modern na yemma school farms in Ensambra. Our secondary schools must have school farms. And it should be an award. I can say one of the exams at Yabetro.
Yeah.
Every school must have its own farm. A bro, Baireo, Banchio, Meko, Tomatoes. Every school must be able to start feeding itself. In some of the things that I bet me feed. Presec enye, Opokuware enye, Prempe enye. At least with that, Ebema Edwane Bona then up form. Because me fear no kwa abon broad here. You want tomatoes, you want watermelon. That's at my backyard.
All right.
We have to bring back the operation Feed Yourself and let us be able to reset Ghana. Thank you so much.
Mustafa Abubakar, many thanks to you for your time this evening. But I say, Nyame Yaduma, Nasa Bonibi and say, Bessa Sweshe, but many thanks to the wonderful producers. I mean, Godwin Kwekutete, Kwame, and of course GH Boy and Robert and the technical team. I seriously adore you guys. Captain Nyamin Shrao say also be firm. Nyame ya do na body be best social be. Enjoy your week, the rest of your day. Dr. Prekese is driving you home safely. Bye bye.